you better not ask for an effing condom.
By the way, I did retweet that if anybody wants to see my incredible Hollywood performance.
As a service to the P1s,
yes.
You retweeted that.
Looks like George Kennedy may be in the act of overacting right there.
He was a bit of an overactor.
George Kennedy was?
Yeah.
Was he the actor who was in Police Squad?
Yes, he was.
The big kind of hulking guy?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
he was
he's
great in Police Squad.
Very old school.
Yeah.
So most old school actors were overactors.
I wonder why that was. Was it because they
started on stage and just kind of took that?
And because talkies that didn't have good mics at first, so you had to do real broad movements for the camera and the microphones to pick it up.
Maybe.
Something like that, maybe. I just saw a stat that there are 2 states that don't allow hold open fuel pumps at gas stations.
Help us out here. What do you mean hold open?
You know, the little thing that you could push down on the gas pump to where you don't have to hold the handle down the whole time.
Oklahoma?
No. It's New York and Rhode Island.
I wonder why.
Too many spills?
It's some kind of law. They were worried about fires or something. But the pump shutoff works pretty darn well. Matter of fact, too well for a lot of people. How many people do you know, and maybe you're one of them, that tries to get every single drop they can? And oh, George, you're raising your hand. They say that's bad to do for your car.
I am not that guy.
You mean like you lift up the hose at the end and make sure it all goes in there?
Well, no, not that. I'm talking about the person who, when the pump keeps cutting off because it's full enough.
Oh,
they keep trying to see if they can. They keep squeezing it over and over again to get more and more in there.
No, I don't do that. Why is that bad?
Wait. I want to go back to what you're doing.
This started a long time ago when I, would put in $2.75 of gas.
Right. Couldn't afford to fill up.
And you know how you have the hose will go down and it'll go back up into your vehicle, so you have that low point. So I would always hold up the low point just to make sure I was getting every drop of gas into my vehicle.
That you paid for.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
In other words, it wouldn't be trapped in the hose.
So
it would go into my tank.
The whole hose worth is gas you've already paid for?
That's where it's shut off.
Like the new ones don't meter that and figure that and account for it.
It probably does.
Pricing.
I just don't want it getting trapped down there. I want to get as much gasoline in there as I can. It's stupid, I know, but I haven't actually done that in a while. But I still do it every once in a while.
That's funny. I've never in my entire life until right now thought about the gas remaining in the hose.
There's probably like 3 drops, but for some reason I've always just done that.
I always do the careful removal of the gas pump and then try to make sure none of it spills on the car.
I do that.
So the twist up of the gas pump.
I do that too.
As if I'm a server in a fine restaurant pouring wine. Yeah, I remember when this was back in the day when the hold open, I don't know what you'd call that feature. The little tab that you push down there to hold the pump open where you can walk away. I don't know whether they were bad or I would encounter some that were malfunctioning or missing, but I remember the day when you would stuff the fuel cap up under the handle to hold the pump open.
How lazy is that we went to that extreme for something that would have taken us 2 minutes to do, 3 minutes to do, just hold it open ourselves.
And it's not like we lived in a cold climate like New Yorkers. They complain because they don't have this technology. They have to sit there and hold the pump with their hand freezing in freezing temperatures. We didn't even have that excuse.
No.
Right.
We just had to go in and get a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, I hated those days when I'd only have $4 to my name, and I knew $1.65 that had to go to cigarettes. So you'd have to go in and tell them, oh, yeah, I want this exact amount of gasoline. And then the pump would shut off. And I always felt like a loser when the pump said, that's all you get right now, because that's all you could afford. You couldn't afford to fill this thing up. You remember searching through the cushions of the car trying to find any change that it may have dropped down there?
Yeah. Well, when gas was $1 or something, that mattered.
And I remember my parents' car, our family truckster, used to haul us around, got 6 miles to the gallon.
Wow.
That's it?
Yeah. 6 miles to the gallon.
That's hard to believe.
I know it. There's no way if you brought a person forward in time that they would understand that we now have cars that people routinely drive to get 50 miles a gallon.
Wow.
With hybrids and such. Anyway, that's just a little fun note. And Davey had an interesting thing yesterday during the Rant Revival about the weirdest things that were left in the Ubers. And the top 10 were normal things, phone, wallet, keys, things like that. But there were some odd things that Uber released that had been found in the back. Breast milk.
The only reason we're doing it.
Gordon was one of them. Somebody had left breast milk.
They're bottled, yeah.
Just all over the back seat.
No, it was
in a
probably
bottle.
Bottles.
And it was a Louisville Slugger that was very cherished. It's kind of normal. The oddest one, though, had to be a group picture with Donny Osmond that someone was going nuts to get back because it was one of the most precious. And
Did y'all just see what I saw?
Yeah, I did.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't
boy,
crazy.
that person don't care about nothing.
You saw a long-haired guy on a brush Zamboni just go by us?
Yeah. It was a stand-on Zamboni. And he just walked. I mean, he went by us like 2 inches of clearance between him and me sitting here.
I had to pull my feet back. I thought he was going to run over my foot.
Didn't even glance at us.
No.
I say, though, that's a pretty cool machine.
Yeah, so what is that?
Stand-up
Why
buffer.
It does. Well, now you got Zamboni stuck in my head, and I'm wondering why you need something that creates smooth ice on a floor that doesn't have ice. But yes, I guess it is just a floor buffer. Which, boy, when I was a kid, why were kids obsessed with the janitor at the elementary school that ran the floor buffer?
Yes.
I always wanted to run the floor buffer.
Did y'all go to Zach Top last night? Okay.
Boy, she looks like she'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's the cowgirl uniform right there.
What's
Either
the cowgirl?
dress or skirt with cowboy boots.
She just admitted she's doing the walk of shame.
Yeah, that's all right.
What did she say?
She said, I'm
Lucky.
doing the walk of shame, but that's all right. She didn't care.
No, she didn't care.
Well, is the guy the one she's doing the walk of shame
they're
with?
doing it together.
Well, how is it the walk of shame when they're... I guess maybe they're just friends and they're with a friend group and they're both returning?
Yeah, maybe they hate each other, but they had sex.
I don't know. Boy, she's kind of got a nice badonkadonk on her.
By the way, we're on
got
the
the whole
casino
package.
floor at Choctaw in Durant, if you're just waking up.
Yeah, these aren't people that are wandering through our studio right now. I think that I may have had a conflict with Zach Top last night.
The Zach Top?
It couldn't have been him, right? But
What
I looked
happened?
at these pictures of him. Well, this dude gets on the elevator when I got here, which was pretty late last night. A dude gets on the elevator with an older gentleman. Both of them are wearing cowboy hats and, dressed that way.
Yeah.
And I guess they were a little drinky, and so they were a little bit starring in their own movie, which, okay, fine. I get it. So I let it go for a while, but they're making a little bit too many comments to me, and they just treat me a little bit like a stock.
Brings you up here.
A little bit of a stock, stock character.
Tonight.
They get in there, the elevator, and they're like, yeah, you can use your card. We're on the 7th floor. So all of a sudden I'm their elevator guy. I have to swipe my card for them. I said, well, they didn't supply cards to you guys, huh?
Oh, no.
And he goes,
Zach
no,
Top.
they just told us that you got the best card. So yours works the best of
That's
everything.
kind of a funny response.
Yeah.
Best card.
I gave them that and everything. But they were just talking loud. They still had their drinks in their hand. And, boy, they had top billing above the producer and director and everything.
So what time was this? Because he would have been on stage at some point.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it couldn't have been him. But
he
then,
was on stage.
But then after you
probably
mentioned him, I looked at his picture and I go, dang, that looks like the guy. But maybe all white guys like that look the same.
Mustache?
Yeah.
Guitar?
But I think this guy was taller. Zach Top
I don't think
looks like he's
tall.
like 5'10" or something like that. And this guy was over 6 feet. But I got real worried there because it ended up kind of escalating a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Because I started
I
asking.
thought you were out of those days where you were smarting off
I
the
was.
people.
That's why I was giving them multiple chances. But then when they just kept going, I'm just, like, all right.
Radio
These
So when's
these
this
are
movie
these are
coming
people
out?
who have gone through life not experiencing any pushback. So I figured it was probably time to engineer a little pushback.
Oh.
Which
So then I started
Not
getting
here,
into
man. There's
I
some
started getting into it. Really, what technology did they tell you that made my card better? Because I don't understand why it would swipe better. You're saying that it has more magnetic properties, or explain it a little bit. And to a drunkard, he don't want to get into engineering stuff, and
Man, there's some good old boys up here that don't want to put up with that.
yeah. Well, I didn't want to put up with them.
Okay, but there's
Doing
two
their
of them
deal.
and there's one of you, and they think
Yeah, one of
nothing.
them was old man.
He's
So-
got that old man fight, though.
Hey, if it had been Zach Top, it says here that he went to University of Colorado to pursue mechanical engineering.
Yeah, he
What
would have
if-
loved talking about
Yeah,
it.
what if he had actually responded with something that was legit?
Well,
I would have said,
actually,
"No, well, you went to school for mechanical engineering, therefore you know that probably these cards were not engineered any differently, and they probably both had the same amount of magnetic particles." So, well,
I hate to ask, but what time was this? What time did you get up here last night? Like midnight?
11.
Could have been Zach Top.
11. Actually, I don't even know if they use magnetic cards. They use near-field radio chip technology.
Yeah, I don't know, but here comes Zamboni guy again.
Oh, no.
This Zamboni
Hey,
guy.
you know what? He's
Boy, he cuts it close.
Take a
he's
picture of him.
Zamboni zombie
Oh, he turned around.
He is Zamboni zombie.
because he doesn't look anywhere but straight down.
Is he supposed to be here? Or is
Yeah,
this his
it's
own
his
personal
gig.
vehicle?
He cleans his tile. Look how nice the tile looks.
And I bet you that stand-on Zamboni, I bet you that's like $5,000. I bet
Oh,
you
at
it's really
least.
expensive.
Yeah.
And so it's scrubbing the floor, right? But it doesn't look like it's doing... Like the floor looks spotless already.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to
Well-
make it double spotless.
They run a clean place up here at Choctaw.
Yeah, they
Dang
do.
right.
They do, because they have Zamboni Zombie on the case. He doesn't eat. He doesn't sleep. He just rides us constantly.
This is my Zamboni. I love
Okay,
you.
wouldn't you be a little self-conscious? Like, I think that you can never look cool riding on a stand-on device. Like, I even
No.
think that it looks fun to do the stand-on zero-turn thing, but the guy always looks a little self-conscious on the lawn when he's running that thing.
Yes.
Like, he knows that he's getting away with something.
You don't look cool on a scooter or a Segway or anything you're
No.
standing on. You don't look cool.
Segway is one of those. It's an amazing piece of technology, but you never can look cool. That's why there's a reason they put it in for comedic effect in Arrested Development and Paul Blart.
Right.
It's because you look dumb standing on it. And Zamboni Zombie looks dumb. Oh, God, he's coming this way. Oh, God.
Oh, he's shutting her down.
Oh, my gosh. Killer just looked up
How much?
the stand-on Zamboni. It is $9,000.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That's the promotional price. I don't want to know what the non-promotional price is. Wait, is that
Should
not
they
a guy?
start using those on basketball courts?
That's a guy, right?
Maybe.
Is that a guy or a girl?
That's a guy.
I'm 90% sure.
Yeah.
Not
but
100.
That's the thing. I'm about 90% sure, too, that's a guy.
Yeah.
But it's not clear. Not that it's any of our business.
Yeah, who cares?
Right.
I just was saying. Anyway, so, yeah, when that guy got on the Zamboni, there was breast milk everywhere.
What?
And he couldn't find his Donny Osmond picture.
Oh.
And I pissed off Zach Top.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, so when he got out of the elevator, because his floor was before mine, I said, all right, guys, see you later. And they were walking off, and I forget, what did they say back to me? Yeah, you too, Chief, or something like this, you know, which I thought was insensitive. Choctaw.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, enjoy your hats. because they were both wearing these big cowboy hats. And I knew that they had to be like, what did the guy say? That was the most confusing thing ever.
Hats.
Enjoy your hats. Oh, my God. He grazed me again.
Now I'm 100% sure Zamboni Zombie is a man.
Yeah.
Okay. God, Zamboni Zombie, they rolled over, almost rolled over my shoe.
He has no regard for live radio shows.
No.
So now we attract leaf blowers and...
I think most people have no
Zambonis.
regard for live radio shows.
George, are you going to post a pic?
Should I? I kind of feel weird about that. The guy's just doing his job.
You're creep shotting Zamboni Zombie?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
He's just doing
It'll be
his job.
He's doing his gig.
Yeah, George. But boy, everyone doesn't think twice about posting pictures of strangers. Public place, man.
Yeah.
Doing it for the likes. Anyway, so I'm sorry to Zach Top for
All right.
I don't think it was
insulting
that
him.
top, but okay.
Yeah, because Craig's right. This parking lot was completely full last night. I've never seen it like this.
Yeah, he's a big deal. That's a big show he's playing tonight, too.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not after
Right
he
here.
complains to Choctaw that one of their patrons insulted his hat.
Maybe not after you served him.
I don't know that it served him.
Enjoy your hats.
All right, Gordo, thanks. That's the Odex.
Thank you, Miller Man. Happy Friday to you. Another problem with self-driving cars has come to light. You be the judge on how big of a problem this was. This came to our attention, and by our, I mean the tax-paying public, through the release of body cam footage from the explosion of the apartment building, the Clyde in Oak Cliff, which killed 3 people, as we know. It's a huge story. And now there's body camera footage that was released from the Dallas County Deputy Constable Jonathan Banda. His body cam videoed him as he confronted a Waymo that was partially blocking the route that fire trucks were trying to take to get to the apartment explosion.
It wouldn't move.
Yeah, there's no driver behind the wheel. So he gets to this car and starts yelling at it, "You've got to get out of the way. Go forward. Go."
And it's stopped there because there's all sorts of pedestrian
traffic,
people running back and forth.
Mayhem kind of breaking out. And so it was trying to execute a 3-point turn, I guess it was its broader goal at the time. And I didn't know you could just go up and yell at the Waymos and they would do something.
I don't think they do.
But he had to press a button for rider support. And then, I guess through a speaker, then a Waymo employee comes on the speaker and says,
What's the problem?
"Waymo, I hope you're having a nice day. What can I get for you? What can I get started for you today?"
We've got 5 fire trucks stacked up here because you can't move your car.
Okay, hold on. I'm new here. I need to find the buttons for that. Did you say a large drink?
Move the car.
I'm sorry?
The car's in the way.
Okay, you want that grilled or spicy?
Aren't they going to have to come up with an emergency responder hack? Like every cop, firefighter will have a code to punch into a driverless car that allows them to take control or something like that?
Yeah, but then criminals will learn the code and be able to just get in and commandeer the vehicle.
Things.
You'll have to encrypt the code so criminals can't do that.
Yeah, we'll have to use encryption.
Or maybe we just go back to where we drive our own cars. How about that?
Oh,
No.
come on.
We need both. I want.
Do we?
Yeah, we can have the driverless cars that take us on commuter stuff and get us around, and then we have driver cars for funsies.
Let's just all go back to where we ride horses.
Okay, be good with me.
Your long commute every morning?
Yeah, that'd take a spell. I'd ride in on Sunday and ride back on Friday.
Smart. Boy, that was a thing. Back in the old days, I guess you would have to hitch up the horses if your family was going to go visit another. The next family was 5 miles down the dirt path. And so you'd go and you'd have to make a whole day of it, right, if you were going to go visit somebody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't just call them up in the Old West. We need to introduce, if we can invent time machines, we need to introduce cell phones to the Old West. Could you imagine how long it would take to do a gunfight as everyone is sitting there texting with each other? Hold on. We'll do the duel in just a second. Hold on.
Nothing would get done. They couldn't
LOL.
plow the fields. They'd be too busy doom scrolling.
Hello?
Gosh, what would happen if we introduced smartphones back in the old days?
America would
My cell phone's lost.
America would not progress to where we are today.
No.
Anyway, so this guy presses the button, deputy constable for rider support, and the employee told him that the system seems to be having a minor issue.
Call back later.
And then the constable says, look, if I can manually move it, I'll move it. Come on, man, we need you to move it. And the Waymo employee ultimately unlocked the vehicle for the deputy constable, and he got in and he drove it to a safe location. So we had to have a human jump in and drive it because the Waymo is not set up to find safe location when you got fire engines barreling down on it. So in a statement, Waymo gave credit to the law enforcement officer for working with its employee.
Okay.
And said, safety is fundamental to everything we do. And that includes how our vehicles are designed to interact with law enforcement and first responders. And it goes on and just says a bunch of things that those statements always say. 100 firefighters responded to that thing. Dang. That was pretty big. All right, how about this? Dallas Police Department, they released details on this incident that happened last weekend where a police car was hijacked. So it happened on May 30th, 5:35 p.m. DPD arrests a 37-year-old named Stacy Huffman after a traffic stop on Marsalis Avenue. Well, Huffman was charged with driving with an invalid license.
Invalid.
Possession of a controlled substance, and unlawful possession of a firearm.
Look, I'm an invalid. Here's my license.
I didn't know you had to be
help 'em.
licensed to be an invalid. It's just weird.
Here's proof.
That term has always bothered me. They're not an invalid human being.
Yes, they are. Her husband's an invalid.
I know, and my mom used that term all the time, too. Look at him. He's an invalid.
Invalids and vegetables.
Yep. She used that, too.
Before he was in that condition, he didn't do much of anything anyway.
He tore off drunk one night, got in an accident. He's an invalid. Oh, my goodness. My mom, she just relished those stories. She loved it when someone did something that made him an invalid.
I don't think she loved
She
that.
didn't love that, but she loved telling us because my mom just loved cautionary tales.
Right.
You know, anything to instill fear in us to control our
this
behavior.
could happen to y'all.
Yeah, that's what she was all about. Like we never could dive into a pool because that's dangerous, right?
Wind up being an invalid.
She just wouldn't say, you need to make sure the depth of the pool and all that kind of stuff. She wouldn't teach you how to be safe. It was just don't do anything.
Right. Scare you
With
vegetable tails.
Yes. Yeah. Vegetable tails. Anyway, so this guy, they put him in the back of the patrol car, but he was able to remove his left hand from his handcuffs and conceal that fact from the officers. So when the officers begin driving towards jail, Huffman removes his seatbelt and attempts to open the car's locked rear door. So the officers notice he's trying to get that back door open, which I don't think you can.
There's no
right?
way. Yeah.
But they pull over and try to restrain him, but when both officers were outside of the vehicle, he jumps into the front and begins driving away. So I guess there wasn't a cage between the two.
What kind of half-assed police car is this?
I don't know.
They all have cages? Yeah, surely.
I thought they did.
Do they? Taxis all have cages. There's always a separator, a plexiglass wall that cannot be busted through.
Yeah.
So he starts trying to drive away. Well, one of those officers is able to get in the back seat before he drives away. So while he's driving like a maniac, the officer, he's driving erratically, and he's throwing the officer back and forth in the back seat, right?
Jeez.
Trying to keep him off balance. And the officer's trying to battle him from the back seat. But he eventually, the officer deployed his taser
Wow.
in the vehicle.
What a
But
scene
now the
this
guy's
is.
going to have no control over the car.
And the officer starts hitting Huffman in the side of the head with his firearm. So he's pistol whipping him as Huffman's trying to drive the vehicle.
It's like a scene out of an action movie.
Yes. So Huffman eventually opens the driver's side door while the vehicle is moving and jumps out of the vehicle.
Wow.
And the officer was then able to regain control of the vehicle and avoid a crash.
From the back seat?
Yeah. I guess leaning over and reaching.
Jamming the gears or something.
I don't know what he did. Wow. But Huffman was rendered unconscious after jumping out of the vehicle and was taken into custody.
Man.
Is that one of the only ways you're rendered? Like, you don't, when you wake someone up, you don't render them conscious, do you? We never word it that way.
No.
Rendered. There's,
Knocked him out. Let's just say that.
yes. But we rendered him unconscious. We didn't make him unconscious. We just rendered him.
Yeah.
So the Huffman and the officer are taken to the hospital, but now once he's released, he's going to be given the additional charges of unauthorized use of a vehicle and escape from custody.
Yeah. Assault on an officer, too, right?
Garth Brooks is wanting to sell his catalog.
Wow.
He had collected all these Sears catalogs, and he's wanting to sell them on eBay.
Now, his catalog of music, I imagine, is really valuable.
He is seeking around $2 billion for the rights to his songs and recordings.
Why do artists that apparently don't need the money do this?
It's like estate planning something for them.
Yeah. Realize it now while you're alive, and
Yes.
it's one way of doing it.
And I don't know why it got so popular. I mean, this just didn't used to be a thing. I don't know who the first artist was that did this, but now we follow every time Bruce Springsteen does it, or Bob Dylan, or I guess McCartney's the big one. Is he ever going to do it before he passes from Beatle land?
$2 billion.
$2 billion. You know what's crazy to me? Speaking of McCartney, and this is not misogyny, and it's not xenophobia, but it drives me crazy that Yoko Ono gets just as much as Paul McCartney these days.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yoko Ono, who wasn't even on the scene when John wrote a lot of this stuff.
No.
And did she really break the band up?
She was part of it. It wasn't all on her. She got a bad rap.
Yeah,
for a
it's
while.
unfair to blame her for that. I mean, there's a natural moving away that happens from, John and Paul wanted to do their own things. Mm-hmm. And, yes, John was very taken with Yoko and wanted that to be his world. I mean, she was one of the factors that was tugging on John, but it's his decision. And those guys had... Paul definitely was the one who kept the band together, but then ultimately he was the one who left.
She was definitely tugging on John,
so to speak.
Oh, man.
But yes, Yoko Ono gets all that John Lennon money.
Wow.
Yes, genius. All you have to do is marry a guy and be with him for what? How long was she with him? 14 years?
Yeah, late 60s to 80.
Yeah. Just doing a little quality work like that for 14 years, you're set up for life.
So does she co-own the catalog with McCartney?
I guess so, yeah. Now, Paul doesn't own... I forget how it works, because remember there was the story when Paul was pissed because he did that song with Michael Jackson, right? And he was friends with Michael Jackson in the 80s. And Michael Jackson was so rich, he was asking Paul advice on what he should invest in. And Paul said, which translates into, I always think that, you're a musician, you should invest in music, something related to music. And so then somehow the Beatles rights came up, and Michael Jackson outbid everyone to buy part of the Beatles catalog.
Not that music, man.
And he outbid Paul McCartney.
Hold on, we have Harry Carey talking about this.
Man, come on.
Not that music.
Look, every shot I take's not going to go in, okay?
Yeah,
we don't clap your hands and say, hey, we'll get him next time.
We don't need a member of our own team making fun of the air ball that was just shot.
Yeah.
I seriously thought that was Harry Carey commenting
either.
on the Beatles.
No, you didn't. He was being a big jerk.
So Garth has recently passed 200 million albums sold in the U.S. 200 million albums. He's the only artist with 10 albums certified diamond, which means they've each sold 10 million or more.
Thank you for knowing that.
Oh, God.
What do you think his celebrity net worth is?
Boy, it's a good one.
400 million.
I was going to get
Bingo.
Really?
I was going to say $500 million. Yeah, you got
400 million, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com.
So this could go anywhere from $1 billion to $2 billion. His catalog.
By the way, don't you think it's genius that Celebrity Net Worth's catchphrase is the website future billionaires read every day?
It's so cheap and pandering.
So cheap, but I love it.
Future billionaires
read every day.
Read every day. Every day.
Not million.
And they've stuck with that. That's been their slogan for forever.
It's genius.
I've got friends in low places.
Oh, there's Paul McCartney singing Garth
Thank you,
Brooks.
Gordon, for standing up for me.
We
Our
need
birthdays.
to do more Harry Carey singing Garth Brooks. Hi. Low Places is a great song.
Awesome song.
Yes.
The Dance is a good song, too, isn't
He's
it?
got some great songs.
What's his best?
Maybe The Dance. I think that song is amazing.
And I don't know that he wrote either
I don't
of
know if
those
he
two.
did. No.
So how can he sell the catalog when...
Well, that's the way it works.
Huh. Kenny G is 70, and we still don't know his last name. Isn't that weird? Jeff Garland, 64.
From Curb.
Yeah. He had some Me Too stuff,
Yep.
didn't he?
Yep.
Well, I got stuck on one of those episodes the other day where he was dating women who happened to be in wheelchairs.
Larry or...
Larry, yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, yeah, and wasn't there some... They went to a party at the end, and one of them he locks one of them in a bathroom. He had a couple of them going at once.
He's in a wheelchair.
Look at George
The show's
laughing
just
at it.
messed
He
up.
bags on the show,
Yes.
but yet he
It was
laughs
funny,
at
and then it just got too tiresome.
Mark Wahlberg is 55. Pete Wentz is 47, bassist for Fall Out Boy. Didn't your cousin play bass for him?
No.
Who was
stop
that?
it. He played for Pete Droge.
Oh, okay. And it
Not
was your
Fallout Boy.
And it was your cousin
My
who was
wife's cousin.
is in the
And
fence
he
building
listens to the
business.
show, and every time you do this, it drives him insane.
Robert Kraft is 85. I wonder how he'll celebrate
Oh,
today.
boy.
Think he'll get on the milking table? Terry Holt, 49.
Part of the greatest show on turf.
John Carlos
Oh, wait.
is 81.
Yeah, that's right.
Tory Holt.
That was Tory Holt.
What did he
say?
say?
Terry Holt?
He said Terry,
Oh.
I think. Did you mean
Oh,
Tory?
Yeah, I
looking
meant
down,
Tory.
I'm looking down. It is Tory Holt.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my bad. John Carlos, 81.
Olympian.
Not at the table.
Raised his
Did
fist.
the Black Power salute.
Yep.
Andrew Heaney, 35.
Wow, former Ranger great.
And Sam Darnold is 29.
Wow, okay.
2X Pro Bowl.
Oh!
Super Bowl winner.
We splatting? What's happening
I
there?
splatted. Sorry.
All right, Gordo, thanks. That's Muse in the news. It is 7:35 on the ticket. Friday morning Scattershooting is next.
And now it's time for Friday morning Scattershooting with your old pal Junior Miller, right here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Scattershooting while wondering, why it's the NBA Finals, but the Stanley Cup Final.
Don't know.
That's always hypnotized me a little bit.
Me too.
Why can't we get this uniform?
Wait, it's Stanley Cup Final?
Yeah.
Stanley Cup Final, NBA Finals, but each is a 7-game series.
Huh. I guess I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's really unstable.
And I looked for an explanation last night, and nobody has a good one. Each league gives a reason, but it could be interchangeable. It doesn't really make sense. SEC athletic directors have decided to bring an end to one of the worst things about the college football season. They announced that there will be no more Cupcake Weekend for SEC teams in November.
Good.
This is when many of the big SEC programs schedule the Sisters of the Poor for a layup game, and they would do it the next to last weekend of the regular season. For example, this season, Alabama plays Chattanooga, and Auburn plays Samford the week before the Iron Bowl.
Not Stanford.
Samford. Starting in 2027, the SEC will require all schools to play a conference game on the penultimate weekend of the regular season. Everyone knows that September is when the big schools are supposed to schedule the cupcakes, which can serve as a preseason type game for big programs.
That's good. That always just seemed like such a waste of time that late in the season.
Yeah, every other conference, there's huge conference games going on in November, and then the SEC would roll that out.
Yeah.
EA Sports released the new Madden NFL cover for this season's version of the game, and the honor goes to Bears quarterback Caleb Williams. Much has been made of the Madden curse. Although Patrick Mahomes was on the cover for the 2019 season, and he won his first Super Bowl that year, so I'm not sure about the curse.
Did I hear he's the first Bear to ever be on the cover?
Oh, is that true? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
That makes sense. They really haven't done much in a long time. No. Quarterback Russell Wilson announced his retirement this week after 14 NFL seasons, meaning that the last great game of his career occurred last season in Week 2 when he threw for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys.
He looked pretty good then.
Wilson also announced that he'll be joining CBS as part of their NFL Today studio crew alongside James Brown, Bill Cowher, and the gang. Wilson will take over from Matt Ryan, who left CBS to take over as president of football operations for his old team, the Atlanta Falcons.
He may be okay at that.
Yeah, I've
always thought he's been a good communicator, and he's always good with the press, so, yeah, he may be okay.
The football world lost a legend this weekend when Raymond Berry passed away. Berry, a Texan, was born in Corpus Christi and grew up in East Texas in Paris. He played his college ball at SMU, but he didn't catch many passes there, he said, because they didn't throw many passes. Berry was not highly regarded coming out of college. He had poor eyesight and ran just a 4.8 40. The Colts took him in the 20th round of the 1954 NFL Draft, but the rest, as they say, is history. He became Johnny Unitas' favorite target, known for his sure hands and precise routes. Berry helped the Colts win 2 NFL titles, was a 6-time All-Pro wide receiver, led the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns 3 different times, was named to the 50th, 75th, and 100th anniversary NFL all-time teams, and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1973. After his playing days, Berry went into coaching, and as the Patriots head coach, he led his team to Super Bowl 20, where they lost to the Bears. The great Raymond Berry was 93 years old.
Boy, he was great.
And the basketball world lost a notable this week when Rick Adelman passed away. Adelman had a rather undistinguished NBA career as a player over 9 seasons with 5 different teams, but rose to fame for his coaching career. He spent 23 seasons as a head coach in the NBA, taking Portland to the NBA Finals twice in the 90s, only to lose to the Pistons and Bulls. He also coached the Warriors and Timberwolves, and he was the head coach of the Sacramento Kings when the Mavericks and Kings waged some great playoff battles in the mid-aughts.
That's right.
His 1,042 career coaching wins ranked 10th all-time in NBA history, and Adelman was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2021. His son David is currently the head coach of the Denver Nuggets. Rick Adelman was 79 years old. Josh Hart did something incredible when his Knicks beat the Spurs in Game 1 on Wednesday. He led all players in the game in rebounds with 15 and assists with 6 in his first career NBA Finals game. The only other players in the shot clock era since 1955 to lead all players in rebounds and assists in their first career Finals game are Shaquille O'Neal in 1995 and Larry Bird in 1981.
Wow.
Shaq, Bird, and Josh Hart. In collectibles news, Victor Wembanyama is already the 6th most graded player in sports card history. Only Michael Jordan, Shohei Ohtani, Ken Griffey Jr., LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant have had more of their cards graded, this according to the primary grading outlets like PSA and SCG. A lot of people are using Wemby cards as part of their retirement plan.
You have Wemby cards?
I don't have a Wemby card now.
I've got a few.
Do you?
Yeah, 6 or 17.
Okay. 6 or
That
17?
sounds pretty fake.
You're on a good plan, though, there. Odd baseball note of the week. Last weekend, Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Braves became the only player in Major League Baseball's modern era to have a 3-game span where he hit at least 4 home runs, stole at least 4 bases, and drew at least 4 walks. That hadn't happened in the last 125 years.
Dang.
But it happened last weekend. In tennis, we're going to decide our French Open champions this weekend at Roland Garros, and we now know that for the 66th consecutive Grand Slam, the men's singles champion will be a European player. The last non-European man to win a Grand Slam singles title was Juan Martín del Potro at the U.S. Open in 2009, and the last American man to win a slam was Andy Roddick at the 2003 U.S. Open. The country that produced Connors, McEnroe, Sampras, and Agassi is currently in a 23-year drought. The surprising Vegas Golden Knights are trying to skate the Cup for the second time in 4 seasons, although they blew it last night. The Knights are appearing in their 3rd Stanley Cup final in their 9th season as a franchise. They are the only expansion team in the last 40 years in any sport to make the championship round in multiple seasons within their first 10 years of existence.
It just doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't. This week's least competent criminal is 45-year-old Vernus Mayhew of Dixon, Maine, who was arrested after calling 911 4 times to request a beer delivery. Mayhew told police, quote, "I was drunk and I was trying to be funny." Mayhew is also charged with assault, as video recorded by Mayhew's daughter shows a physical altercation with police where Mayhew attempted to put one of the cops in a headlock. Mayhew denies it, even though his daughter has the proof. He was released from the Penobscot County Jail after posting $750 bond.
That is a rare name.
Penobscot. It's for emergencies only, sir. It's an emergency. I need beer.
I need an emergency beer.
MASH fans will recognize the name Penobscot.
That's where Radar was from.
No.
Oh, he's from Iowa.
He was from Ottumwa, Iowa. Hot Lips Houlihan's boyfriend was Donald Penobscot.
Okay.
And finally, 2 blondes go to a photographer to get their portrait taken. After the photographer adjusts the lighting, he steps behind the camera. One blonde asks the other, "What do you think he's going to do?" The other blonde replies, "I think he's going to focus." The first blonde says, "Both of us?"
Okay. You got to play
Thank you,
on
Killer.
words.
Thank you, Killer. That's Friday morning Scattershooting. Your home for the best hurricane coverage.
Thanks for hanging
That's right,
out
it's
with your old
hurricane
pal
season.
Junior
That's right.
Miller for another edition of Friday Morning Scattershooting. We'll see you next Friday right here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Yeah, me and Killer liked it. Simple minds think alike. Meantime, highbrow Gordo didn't even crack a smile.
I just think that women are worth more than just that.
Okay, yeah.
So
Let's revisit some of your Valentine's cards.
Yes, could we?
I did those to raise awareness for the type of cards that didn't need to be done.
Okay, coming up in the emergency break of the week, we have a misspeak and some funny conversations. That is next.
It's time for the emergency break of the week.
Did you give your mom an orgasm?
That moment when programming is brought to a complete halt by a wheels-off comment or technical meltdown.
This one person said they found liquor bottles hidden in liquor balls.
This is Marconi Award-winning.
Lands in Greenville, Texas, like 8 minutes later because smoke filled the
Don't stop there.
Once again, that is a 2-syllable word. It's cockpit.
Let's see who yanked the brake the hardest this week.
That's not what you said.
I know. I said smoke. I know.
Why'd you stop there?
It's. I'm sorry.
How would smoke fill one of those?
I don't know.
On the little ticket.
Well, how many times we had to say, I'm sorry, over the years. Yeah, the e-brake is brought to us by Advanced Hair Restoration. We're going to give you 3 candidates. You get to vote on them at 888-787-1310 as we do a very special Friday show from Choctaw Casino in Durant, Oklahoma. Candidate number 1 is a guy by the name of Bob Sturm. Now, he has really had a 2026. He's played really hard. He's had a lot of candidates, and he's had a lot of misspeaks, including this one, when they were talking Diamond Talk on Why Today Doesn't Suck. And I've heard Diamond Talk called different things through the years. I've never really heard it called this before.
Like, we usually don't like the zombie runner, but in that situation, pro.
Just start with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
Like, Connor, you can take Diamond Talk tonight.
Yeah. Would there be a time where you would quit? Like in the 18th inning, or are you just giving up?
Would you go home?
You kind of would have to.
You have to.
What do you mean you
point.
can't?
Yeah.
Well, you got to be standing by.
Players, I would assume.
Because in this case, the game wouldn't have been over till 2:15.
Oh, you're saying, okay.
No, we're taking
I thought
calls.
you were asking, would these guys bail before Diamond Talk started? Not if you Tark.
That was deep.
I did not
I
say.
thought you were trying to insult
I
us.
did not say what you suggested I was about to say, although
At least you're a diamond one.
it was a different time.
It's shiny.
The best of the best.
Baseball.
Stop it.
Yeah, I think he did call it that. Something that we should definitely not say, and Bob shouldn't either, because he's trying to talk about Diamond Talk. Man, we can all misspeak, but does anyone get hammered more than Bob when something happens like that, especially on Why Today Doesn't Suck? Poor Bob.
Try to focus a little bit? I don't know. When Johnny E-brake misspeaks, he gets hammered.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty hard on that show.
He takes it in the shorts, too. All right, there is Bob as candidate number 1, and Bob is part of this candidate number 2. It's the entire hard line. We've had, over the years on this station, a lot of dumb conversations. This apparently goes on for more than 3 minutes. We're going to hear just shy of 2 minutes of it. And what will be known, I guess, as the Milli Vanilli suicide controversy.
So literally now we are 38 years down the road, and he's never sang one of these songs live?
Yeah. Hopefully he remembers the words.
Think about how long that is.
Did you say Rob jumped off a building?
Is that what happened? I know Rob's dead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had like a accidental overdose.
Dude, he committed suicide. 100%. It's in the documentary. Now, I may have got the building thing wrong, but he killed himself.
I believe the death was ruled accidental, Corby.
Accidental overdose.
Not a chance.
Alcohol and prescription pills.
The documentary.
While he was in rehab in Germany.
So
no jumping off a building.
In your investigation, you found proof of suicide.
Shamed into suicide.
Now, did you share these findings with the cops, Sherlock?
I don't know what the defense of Milli Vanilli suicide suddenly is 40 years down the road.
I was curious about the jumping off the building
I love the
thing.
event so much.
And
So
then I find out
maybe
my
according
radio
to
hero lied to me.
Maybe according to Corby, he overdosed and then fell off the top of a building.
There you go. And I say he jumped.
When he was falling unconscious.
The rehab center was at the 100th floor of a skyscraper.
There you go.
He's making that up. And
just like Corby makes everything up.
Man,
I can't
believe you, Corby, about Milli Vanilli's suicide
Milli
message.
Vanilli, what are we arguing about? Who effing cares? Idiots. I work with idiots.
We didn't make stuff up.
I didn't make it up either. I thought he did.
Well, you thought he did. And you made it up in your brain.
The documentary defense.
Was that a documentary that I don't even remember watching?
All right, you idiots. He tried to kill himself by jumping off a bridge.
Tried. Bridge, not building.
Different incident.
You guys are pathetic.
Tried.
Move on.
Is that the most ridiculous argument of all time? That sounds like 3 13-year-olds sitting around.
Have some professionalism,
Yes,
okay?
you know, on
you don't
the
need
air.
to be arguing about petty things on the air.
Did they know
I
they
would
were on
never
the air?
stoop.
Did they just think they were still in a break talking about something? All right, there's the hard line and what is known as the Milli Vanilli conversation.
Corby insisting on something being true.
Yeah, jumped off a building.
and he's fighting that hard for it, yet also yelling at you at the same time that who effing cares?
Gosh. Oh, man. Okay, that's a waste of time. And so is candidate number 3. This is Matt McLaren. He makes a lot of noises. Tip sheet, you have all sorts of examples of this, what he does during the invasion. You guys have made a lot of drops of just the random noises that Matt will make. Yeah, so yeah, he does that just from time to time as he's, stammering between words or something. But this one he was doing on purpose, and he drove everyone absolutely insane by making cat noises.
So it kind of sounds like he got this delivery service partner within this job, within this radius, so that he could steal what he thinks is his cat back.
Interesting. So he's just grabbing him. I like it.
Just snatch the cat. And there's full video of him calmly picking it up, putting it under his arm.
He's kind of walking off.
And he thinks it's his.
That's the story. They think it's his.
Are they going to put the cat on the stand?
Right. You have to get testimony.
It's the cat on the stand.
Does the cat
will hold you in contempt of court?
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
We'll let the first one go.
God, you bring up a
It's Friday. Y'all back off.
I'm going to need you to back off.
Yeah, that's got to stop, too.
Oh, my God.
I need you two to chill out. All right?
I do a good cat.
You raise your right paw.
Right. Does he put it on like a bag of catnip?
Right
You have to put his paw on
Is that the Bible?
Right. Or does he have to swear to cat Jesus so that he will not tell a lie?
Who do you belong to? He just kind of points the paw. Point your paw at your owner.
Oh, stop!
No. No.
So, seriously.
Southwest.
Golly.
Jeez.
Wow. 58 meows in there. All right, so is it Bob, or is it the hardline Milli Vanilli argument, or is it Matt the Cat? 888-787-1310. Hello. You're on the ticket. Who wins the emergency break of the week?
Oh, hi, users.
Hey, triple fake tiger.
Oh, you know who I wish could be listening to me talk on the emergency break right now?
Who's that?
My cat, Thibodeau. Meow.
Okay, thanks. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the e-break?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, is Gordon there?
Gordon
I'm
is
here.
here.
Gordon, I love you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Or
Give me number 2, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
calling
Hi.
from the moon?
You're on the ticket. Who wins the e-break?
Hey, humans.
Hey, human.
Vaginal slice, born.
I knew that voice.
Dang it. Hello, you're on Ticket Radio. Who wins the e-break?
What is that guy getting out of this?
I
He's
don't
been
know.
doing it for 25 years.
No, I'm the guy who calls up
How
and
is
does
he
that.
getting ahead in life every
He's not.
Friday by doing that?
Because he gets a little rush by this very reaction, and he lives for it.
Yeah. Hey, you're on the ticket. Who wins?
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was Carlos Baerga and Richie Sexton by chance.
No, good guesses, though. Thank you for the call. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins e-break?
You know on your radio.
Oh,
Unreal.
Natalie Maines.
Hey, Muses. Well, Joe, another tech debacle in the natty last night.
Yeah, too bad.
It was a debacle.
Yeah. Typical tech. But hey, I want to go ahead and blame it on the rain and vote for the hard line, just so you know, and y'all have a happy LBJ in the storm drain.
God, his voice is changing over the years as he gets older.
Once again, what is he getting at?
Us laughing. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the e-brake?
I'd like to vote for Matt grabbing by the pussycat McLaren.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your vote.
Thank you very much. Hello, you're on the ticket. Oh, gosh. Hi, you're on the ticket. AM, FM, and the stream.
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. I will take the hard line, please.
See, folks, right there. That's all you need to do. Just vote for who you like. Hello, you're on the ticket. Who wins e-brake?
Is this sports?
This is sports.
Let me get the hard line.
Okay, thank you. Hello, you're on the ticket. Who wins the emergency brake of the week?
I'm going to vote for Matt the cat.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins?
Yes, I would like to vote for the hard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner.
Yes.
One of the dumbest arguments of all time.
So literally now we are 38 years down the road, and he's never sang one of these songs live?
Yeah. Hopefully he remembers the words.
Think about how long that is.
Did you say Rob jumped off a building?
Is that what happened? I know Rob's dead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had like a accidental overdose.
Dude, he committed suicide. 100%. It's in the documentary. Now, I may have got the building thing wrong, but he killed himself.
I believe the death was ruled accidental, Corby.
Accidental overdose.
Not a chance.
Alcohol and prescription pills.
The documentary.
While he was in rehab in Germany.
So
no jumping off a building.
In your investigation, you found
Yes.
proof of suicide.
Shamed into suicide.
Now, did you share these findings with the cops, Sherlock?
I don't know what the defense of Milli Vanilli suicide suddenly is 40 years down the road.
I was curious about the jumping off the
I
building
loved it
thing
so much.
And
So
then
maybe-
I find out
maybe
my
according
radio
to-
hero lied to me.
Maybe
Can't believe
according
he
to
would do that.
Corby, he overdosed and then fell off the top of a building.
There you go. And I say he jumped.
When he was falling unconscious.
The rehab center was at the 100th floor of a skyscraper.
There you go.
And he's making that up. And
just like Corby makes everything up.
Man, if I can't believe you, Corby, about Milli Vanilli's suicide
Milli
methods.
Vanilli, what are we arguing about? Who ever cares?
This show sucks.
Idiots. I work with idiots.
We didn't make stuff up.
I didn't make it up either. I thought he did.
You thought he did. And you made it up in your brain.
The documentary defense.
Was that a documentary that I don't even remember watching?
All right, you idiots. He tried to kill himself by jumping off a bridge.
Tried. Bridge, not building.
Different incident.
You guys are pathetic.
Tried.
Move on.
And that went on like another minute.
Really?
Yeah.
Kept going.
It just kept going and going. Never stopped.
I think Bob is the biggest smart ass at the station. Low key.
Sherlock?
He's low key the biggest smart ass at the station when he gets
really?
riled.
Did you tell that to police,
Moron
Sherlock?
dog. You share this with the police, Sherlock.
Oh,
So
man,
great.
that's funny. All right, so give one each to Davey and Corby and Bob. What does that do to their totals?
Yeah, since we don't have a column for three idiots, we'll just give Davey 27, Bob 52, and Corby at 99.
Oh, boy, that's a big one. Okay, it's 8:11 on the ticket. I've let my coworkers know that a couple of days ago, I really think it was the longest day of my life. I thought someone may have been playing a prank on me, and I'll tell you the story next.
Gordo's going to take the wireless out in a few minutes, but first, I can't wait to hear this story.
Yeah, because I came into work yesterday, I guess it was, and told you guys, hey, I'm gonna do my best today, but I am really operating with very little sleep, and I just went through an exhausting day, and I'm going to say it was the longest day of my life. Now, there's just some pretext to it in that I'd say the last 8 weeks. Either I'm getting older to the point where I can't do as many things in the course of a day as I used to, or it's the busiest I've ever been in my adult life. I've had a lot of things going. We had the Musers, the podcast live show. We, as in a movie premiere, just it's all good things.
Yeah.
Really fun things, but
Jub Jam.
Jub Jam was the big one. Getting ready for that one, and it was our biggest one ever. By the way, an update. We went over $300,000. I reported $280,000 raised for the senior source of Greater Dallas. We're actually over $300,000 raised.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. And thanks to my friends Cody Jenks and Courtney Patton and Isaac Hoskins, Bobby Duncan. They just did a great job the other night, and it was a wonderful time.
And you get 10% of that, right? So that's $30,000.
I don't get any of it. But, yeah, I was really glad that we did that. But that is always the busiest week of my life. We have relatives coming in town. There's last-minute touches. And, yeah, this one was really taxing. And, again, that question of, well, it's just because I'm getting older, or am I just taking on too many responsibilities? It's probably a combination of both. And some of this I do to myself because, yeah, part of it is once it's over, we celebrate late into the night and into the next day. So
the Jub Jam night.
The Jub Jam night, Friday to Saturday, we stayed up past 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we
And there was a lot of drinking.
Just a little bit. A
lot of fighting.
I really spent the first couple hours just trying to hydrate because it was so humid that day. But anyway, so that was a late night. We had family in town. Great times. And I'd also like to pre-say that Gordo always likes to talk cars with us, or in this case, trucks. And you've asked me several times, so what's your favorite vehicle that you've ever had? And I've never really thought about it much. Craig and I really aren't car guys or truck guys like you are. You're really interested in them, and you like working on them and all that. And I've never really had a definitive answer until the last couple of years, because I love this latest truck that I've had for the last 5 years. I just love it. It's a Ford F-150, and it gets really good gas mileage. It's comfortable.
It's a hybrid.
So
snowflake.
Very snowflakey, yet at the same time pretty macho. It's got 4-wheel drive. It's great for hauling boats and all that. So I knew that this day, which is Wednesday, was going to be a very busy day because I had a couple of meetings in the morning, and then I was going to make a trek out to where my son and his wife are at Possum Kingdom Lake, and I was going to help them get the boat in the water. We haven't put the surf boat in the water yet for the summer, so I was going to help him with that, and I was also going to pick up the new tags for it because it's June, and that's they came due. So I didn't do it online, and there's a Texas Parks and Wildlife that's on the way out from Dallas to Fort Worth. It's in Fort Worth. And what is it with governmental offices that when you go in them, people are really nice. And I want, for all those working at Texas Parks and Wildlife, thank you for the work you do.
Thank you for your service.
But they always seem to be a little understaffed, and the conversations of the people that are in front of you that are dealing with those employees, why does the small talk seem to go on so long?
You don't like humans connecting.
No, that's fine. Just, hey, thank you for that. And, maybe one. But to have a conversation of, that trailer may be one of the best trailers I've ever had. And it just keeps going on and on. And
before that one, I had, it was way back in the 60s. I had one I'd been using for a while. What is it called when you have it didn't have a sway hitch.
Meanwhile, there's a line.
Lines building. And it really wasn't that long a line, but the people in front of me just had all sorts of paperwork. That's the other thing. I always seem to get behind people that have a lot of paperwork. I had one thing of proof of insurance. Hey, I need my boat tags. And I guess they must have been transferring titles or something like that. So I got behind those people, and that takes a while. And I understand that. But I was very patient. I just listened, and I thought, hey, you've got time. You've got plenty of time. It's, like 11:30 in the morning. You got another hour and a half, and then you'll be back in plenty of time. We got game 1 of the NBA Finals, and it's going to be good. So this lasts a while. Finally, I got my tags, took off out of there, headed west. Going through the town of Weatherford, stopped at my favorite sandwich shop. That had a line. I've never seen a line that long there, and especially during the week. And it was
people are really into
out the
sandwiches
door.
these days.
They love sandwiches, and they love them. Anyone who's been to Weatherford knows what place I'm talking about. They have fresh bread. It's really, really good. But the line kept getting longer and longer, and I also had the conundrum of...
You had diarrhea.
No, I didn't have that, but I did have to go wee-wee pee-pee. And as you get older, sometimes that becomes more...
Danielle enjoyed that.
Sorry, Danielle. I didn't have diarrhea, Danielle. I had to go wee-wee pee-pee. And as you get older, that becomes
that
sometimes...
sounds a whole lot better.
that becomes more of an emergency. So I'm eyeing the line.
Because you have bladder issues. I mean, just to be transparent.
No, I wouldn't say I have issues, but anyone over 60, sometimes it's a little more urgent.
Danielle has bladder issues.
I don't have. I'm fine. It's all working down there. It's good.
He's wearing a diaper right now, Danielle.
So finally I said, okay, I'm going to leave my place in line, and I had to go wee-wee pee-pee. So I did that.
Did you tell the person behind you, hey, look, I'm just going to go in here?
No, what's the rule on that? You leave the line, so I'm at the back of the line.
You can ask. Yeah. You can ask, and if they have the right to deny it, but...
I don't think that flies in Weatherford.
What do you mean in Weatherford?
I just don't think it flies.
They're friendly in small town
They have
Texas.
different rules
they
in
are,
Weatherford?
but you can't do line leave, I don't think.
I think you can.
Well, I wasn't going to ask.
Just tell them you're having an emergency.
I did. I had my emergency. I got back in line, but now I'm at the back of the line. So I waited that out, and, man, this line, and again, for some reason I'm in a line where people are having all these conversations in really long orders. And I finally started looking down, and it's afternoon, and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to take a while. I just got to go. I'll fly through a drive-through maybe in Mineral Wells. So I got on
How long
the road.
had you been waiting in the line before you abandoned?
I'd say 20 minutes, probably.
Wow.
I mean, that's a long time. So I finally just bailed. So I got to go. Got back in the truck, headed out west on 180. And I happened to be having a phone conversation with Jim Quirk, the candy man, as this happens.
From our sales staff.
From our sales staff here at the ticket. And I'm just west of town, and all of a sudden,
diarrhea.
It sounds like I'm running out of gas in the truck. And I look down, and the check engine light comes on, and then the battery light comes on, and then this light that I've never seen comes on before, which is an outline of the truck in red with like a line through it. And so what does that mean?
This is no longer a truck.
The truck is no longer accessible. So, oh, my God, I'm stalling out. So it's a 2-lane highway, 2 lanes on each side, but it's pretty busy. And I've got traffic catching up to me because now I'm going like 40, 35, 30. And
so you're just losing power.
I'm losing power, and I tried to, step on the accelerator, nothing. It's almost like I was running out of gas, but I've got all these lights that I've never seen before. Okay, I got to pull over. And the one that had the truck with the line through it started blinking, and it said, "Please stop vehicle." And I was like, oh, my God.
Hey, stop!
So I pull over on the shoulder, not very far off on the shoulder, and I put it in park, and it wouldn't let me put it back into gear.
Locked you out.
It locked me out, and so I am stalled.
Do you wish that you had pulled over even more off the highway at this point?
Because that's what I was trying to do. I thought, I'm going to try to get over a little bit more, and now I can't move the vehicle. So now I got to get out, and it feels like I'm in turn 3 at Texas Motor Speedway. It just feels like zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah. You can feel the concussion of the air that coming when they pass you by. It's crazy.
And it's a pretty hot day, but I thought, okay. And
you're wearing a dress, right?
No. Wearing shorts and a shirt. Meantime, the air's not really blowing cold inside the truck. I thought, what's the safest thing to do? I'm not very far off the shoulder, so I got to get out of the truck. So I wait for, traffic to pass, open the door, turn off the truck, and walk a good 20 yards off the highway. So I'm now in a safe spot. But, man, the sun is just blazing. And now I've got to call.
Are there any woods, or is it completely clear cut?
There is. I spotted some shade, but it's a bit of a walk.
Oh,
so
really?
before I did that, I thought
a few cows up under there in front of the tree. You got to go lay down with them.
Meantime, I pulled up in front of somebody's house.
Oh, no.
So I'm right in front of their house. They're on this busy highway, and they've got to be wondering what I'm doing out there as I start nervously pacing on the phone. And
all they see is some city slicker
truck
and these
with
hybrids
hazards on
coming up.
So I call my roadside assistance. Get that? They connect me with a towing company out of Weatherford. And I wanted to get back inside the truck because I couldn't hear. The highway sounds are so loud. Yes, sir. Where are you? I'm on highway. I'm on highway 180. I'm sorry, sir. What did you say? I'm on highway 180, just to the west of.
I'm wearing a dress and I have diarrhea.
I have not, Danielle. None of that is true.
I can't hear you. There's been a crash in turn 3.
I know. It sounded like I was at Texas Motor Speedway. So finally, I got through. The guy who was going to come get me, the tow truck driver, calls me. Yeah, where are you? And I told him, oh, yeah, I know where that is. And he goes, well, I'm doing something right now. It's going to be about an hour.
What's he doing?
So then the vultures started circling. I looked up, and they were circling over me. And I thought, okay, I got to find some shade. So I found shade. And when something like this happens, do you notify
authorities,
your spouse, and say, hey, I'm going through this?
No. I think that for most guys, that's always a complication they don't need.
That's kind of what I thought,
what's happening?
too.
What's going on out there? It's just, I'm handling it. I'm handling it.
But then I thought, well, my son's going to start wondering, where is he?
Yeah, I would have called
call
him.
his mom. So I did. I called him. I said, hey, this is going on. I'll get back with you as soon as I know something.
But then he's going to tell his mom, and then she's
Right.
going to need to be in the loop on everything that's going on.
So I tried to preempt that, and I tried to call her, and believe it or not, she's on the phone. And
she's already talking.
So I abandoned that idea, so that's probably better. She doesn't need to know all of this is going on. So 45 minutes becomes an hour, a little over an hour. Here comes the tow truck.
All right, so the guy that's in that house has not come out
He
there.
hasn't come out yet. I keep looking there to see if I'm going to have to
busy making his
explain
bathtub
myself.
crank.
So here comes the guy. He pulls over. He's got one of those tow trucks that has the platform that hydraulically tilts and then lowers and then does all that magic and all that.
Is he shirtless?
No.
Half the tow truck guys I've ever encountered have been shirtless. When
He wasn't shirtless, but he did seem. He was a nice guy. Really.
Did he give a damn about anything?
Didn't seem to, but he was really angered when he said, "Can you get in there and put it in neutral?" And I said, "Man, it won't let me move. Damn it!" And I was like, "Oh, what does that mean?"
He's pissed at you.
You guys
for
seem to
this
have no
design
problem
choice.
towing my vehicle from a parking lot when it's in park. Why can't you just tow it here?
Right.
Maybe he has to get behind the vehicle to do that. I don't know.
have no idea.
But anyway, there was something wrong with his winch, and so at one point he had me operating the side of the thing. See that switch on the left? Flip it
Hit it.
down.
Hit the pneumatic
No,
switch.
no, the other one. Okay, all right.
Damn it, you're an idiot.
Meantime, he's trying to hook up the hooks at the bottom of the truck because they weren't grabbing correctly. And all right, now hit it. They're like that. Finally, we get the thing up on the platform, and he says, "Come on, get in."
You give me $500 right now, or I ain't moving.
So I got in. I go, "Man, where am I going to sit?" Because there's this huge laundry basket. And he goes,
"That's what he
I was
doing.
at the laundromat when you called, so I got my laundry
he's
here.
doing laundry.
It wasn't folded, so
Put on that dress
so
on top.
I was like, oh, man, am I going to have to put this
Get
on
the
my
back.
lap? But no, I wedged in the side there, and I had the huge laundry basket next to me. His air conditioning's out, so we're rolling with both windows down. We get to the Ford dealership.
Did he smell clean, at least?
I'm not going to comment on how he smelled.
Oh,
He was a
no.
nice guy. He
Was there
really
a hint
nice.
of beer on his breath?
He was really nice. The guys at the Ford dealership who do listen, they said, "Hey, we listened to the ticket and all this stuff." And
That's where
he
y'all towed it to?
He said, "Congratulations on having Cody Jinks at Jub Jam." And I said, "Thanks. These are his boots," because I was going to circle back around Cody's place and return his boots to him.
Wait, Cody left his boots in your truck?
No, he left them at Jub Jam, but I grabbed them. So I grabbed my gig bag that was still in my pickup truck from Jub Jam, Cody Jinks' boots, my briefcase, and I go into the Ford dealership where it took a while to get a courtesy vehicle. Then I head out to PK, knowing that I didn't have my truck to tow anymore, but my son has a truck. Did he have the right size hitch? He thought so, but we got out there. He had the wrong size ball, and we couldn't get it off because we didn't have the right kind of ridge. So I went down to the trading post and got a new one, put that on his truck. We finally got it on there. Now, this ties in with, remember yesterday I was in a panic. I said, man, I don't have my credit card. Well, I thought I'd put gas in the boat for my son, so he's going to be out there for the weekend. And so I went to a gas station, and the credit card pay at the pump didn't work, so I had to go inside and leave it with him. I said, I have no idea how much gas the boat has, so I thought fine, just leave your credit card here and just, fill it up and then come back in. So I did, but I was in a hurry, so I left my credit card there. We got the boat in, put the trailer back in storage, finally got back to watch the game at like 8:30 or so. And my day didn't end until the end of that game one between the Spurs and Knicks. 14 hours of constant movement, sweating, working a tow truck winch, trying to get the wrong size ball off a hitch, and it's the longest day of my life after this 8-week period where I've never been busier in my life. And I feel better today, but I got to tell you, yesterday I was at the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So have you gotten word on how much it's going to cost to fix your truck?
I have not heard one word about my truck.
Yeah, they gave that thing a Viking funeral.
It makes me think it's like a component thing because it just stopped. And those things I've heard them described as rolling computers now, so hopefully it's something like that.
The most confusing thing about the story to me is why did Cody Jenks leave Jub Jam barefoot?
He got a new pair of boots that night from the boot builder. Ivan Zwei gave him an awesome pair of boots, so he wore those on stage.
Okay.
And he left his old pair backstage.
Gotcha.
So I had those, and then they're at the Ford dealership.
Wait, they're at the Ford dealership?
No, I got them back from they're in the truck that I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
Where are you getting
I
your
thought you had to give them to the service tech.
I've got to tell you, man, I've never been more worn out of my life.
I hope you have carved out some time this weekend to do nothing.
I do.
Okay, good.
I'm just going to relax.
Good.
Well, actually, the Bird Dogs are playing tomorrow in the heat of the day at Texas Music Room.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And you'll get a call for about a $6,000 repair bill on your truck.
Yeah, Wow. Okay, what a story. What a day. It's 8:37 on the ticket. Coming up next, how about a little wireless microphone fun here at Choctaw Casino and Resort?
Patreon.com/SportsGreek.
We're Choctaw Casino and Resort in Durant, and Gordo has the wireless mic out talking to folks. Gordo, come in.
Yes, I just ran into a gentleman. What's your name, sir?
Bob.
Bob. What do you do for a living, Bob?
Retired.
Retired. What did you do for a living?
I was commercial construction superintendent.
Say it again?
Commercial construction superintendent.
Okay. Oh, you got a low voice.
Yeah. I used to live in Dallas.
You did? You listened to the ticket, right?
Yeah, I used to live in Lakewood.
Where?
Oh, okay.
Lakewood.
Uh-huh. Do you know who those two guys are?
Yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Who's the
Hi,
guy
Bob.
on the left?
Huh?
Who's the guy on the left?
I don't know. I can't see him.
Come on up here, Bob. Come on up here. Those are overalls, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got out of dress clothes.
I want you to meet George.
How you doing, Bob?
Yeah,
George.
fine.
Very nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
Hi, Bob.
How you
Craig,
doing?
how are you?
Just fine.
Good to meet you.
Now, where do you live, Bob?
I live about 8 miles from here.
Uh-huh. What brought you up to Durant? From Lakewood.
Smallmouth bass.
Attaboy. All right. Out on Texoma? Is that where you catch them? Yeah.
Yeah. It's good fishing. And I always wanted to go to Fork and retire, and I ended up here because I got health care.
Okay.
Fork, you're dead in 30 minutes.
Not much health care out there.
No.
And, wife, kids?
I got two kids. I got two girls, grown,
Uh-huh. Wife?
Oh, yeah. That 35-year one.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. My third one.
All right. What happened to the first one?
She didn't like my golf.
She didn't like
too
your
much
golf.
Yeah.
Playing down at Lakewood?
Huh?
Did you play at Lakewood?
No. I was back when I lived in Ennis.
Were you on the PGA Tour?
No. Closest I ever got was about a 3 handicap.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah,
I quit playing 6 years ago.
Okay.
Can't break 80. It's no fun.
Yeah, that's what I always say. That's why I never start.
I hear you.
What about the second wife? What happened to her?
I don't know.
How long were you married to her?
Huh?
How long were you married to her?
5 years.
Yeah.
That was the shortest one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a good one now, 35 years worth. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Huh?
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Golly, I don't know.
You ever killed someone?
No, not really. Almost, but not really.
Not really.
Yeah, I used to rodeo.
Oh, you did?
Wow.
Yeah.
We're in Texas?
Yeah, I went to college at Sul Ross.
Okay.
I rope calves and steer wrestling.
Wow. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever gotten a bad car accident or anything like that?
Uh-uh.
Nah, he's a good driver.
Boat accident?
No. I've never had any of that.
You got a bass boat to get to those smallmouth bass?
Yeah, I got a bass boat, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, an old one.
That's okay.
Can you sing us a song real quick?
It's got good electronics.
Can you sing us a song?
No.
Bob's not a singer.
No, I can't do that.
No. All right, Bob.
Yeah. No, I've listened to y'all since you came on. Skip Bayless was there.
Skip Bayless, that's right.
Yeah. Best thing you ever got rid of.
Hey, Dr. Bay.
That's what we say, too.
He hadn't talked to us since, Bob.
Yeah, he was good. Kurt Manfee was good.
Yeah.
Go way back.
Yeah. I was building something on Central Expressway when y'all came on there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you did the work on Central?
Oh yeah. I've done a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been all over the country doing it.
What's the deepest you can talk?
Ohio, California.
You were commercial construction. Yeah. Okay.
Talk really deep.
Huh?
Talk really deep.
Really deep. I don't know how about I
Felt like you're Johnny Cash.
Go down like this. Yeah. I enjoy y'all's show.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for holding it down out here.
Absolutely.
Durant.
He's listening to us. All right, come here. I want to talk to the security guy.
Oh, no.
I want to see, what's the craziest thing you've seen up here?
I can't talk about that.
Come on. You can tell us a little bit.
Nope.
Is it mainly drunks that you would have to clear out?
Yeah. Not on this shift, but yeah.
He's never had a problem with Bob, has he?
What's the worst shift?
For that, it would be second or third.
Second or third shift. None of that means anything to me. I don't understand that.
From 4 p.m. to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. or 12 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh,
So when the
never,
bar's closed.
And how long have you been doing security?
2 years now.
2 years. What'd you do before this?
I was in the Air Force.
Air Force. Did you fly?
No.
Has he ever had to gun a man
You
down?
ever had to gun a man down?
No.
That's good.
Are you itching too?
Are you itching too?
No.
All right. And let me ask you this, if I could.
What do you think about
Cooper Flagg?
I think he's a great ball player.
Yeah.
I think he deserved for rarely the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not common that your actual first pick is actually
Okay,
your best
that's
player,
enough.
and I do
that would
think
be about good.
And
Tell him that's enough.
That's enough. So thank you,
Tell
though.
him your underwear
I
is
do
leaking.
want you to know my underwear is leaking.
Okay.
Anyway,
Why are you thinking
that was that guy that said that.
What?
That guy
Oh,
laughing
that's
at that.
crazy.
If you're itching to gun a man down, I recommend him.
That was him.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your service.
For your service
And your underwear.
Yes,
and
thank you.
everything.
Okay. There's Gordo with the wireless. Man, I want to go hang out with Bob.
Bob was great.
He sounds...
And at first, I thought he was just, small talk saying he listened to the ticket, but he really knew our whole lineup.
The lineup,
He
the
knew
original
entire
lineup.
original lineup.
Wow, Bob.
Love Bob.
But Monty said one thing yesterday that caught my interest, and I feel like we could have a little discussion about that. Justin, you said you used to work in a movie theater growing up, and you hated it because that's one of those jobs that I've never had, and it might be terrible. I have no idea, but I always thought working at either at a movie theater or a Blockbuster as a high schooler looking for part-time stuff, that would be a dream job to me.
I hated parts of it. I didn't hate the whole thing. I didn't like cleaning up the theaters, especially after really busy showings, like on Friday nights or Saturday nights.
Or summertime when kids are out of school and they can go to a theater any time of day.
Yeah. Like that was bad because, I mean, for various reasons. One, if it is super busy, we have to get in there and clean it within like 10 minutes. And if someone spilled their popcorn all over the ground, you'd have to go sweep all that up. The floor is just covered in spilt soda. You would get dip cup remnants all over your hand. Like it was gross. I couldn't stand having to clean the theaters.
Was this a high school job for you?
No, this was when I was in college.
Okay. And how long were you employed
I was trying
there?
to think about that yesterday. It was between like a year and 2 years.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Nice little tenure.
Yeah, it was you start out like everyone starts out in concessions and ushering, and concessions was not great either, but at least the time flew by because especially if you worked Friday and Saturday nights, you never had time to stop. You were just constantly having to fill people's popcorns and fill their drinks and pull hot dogs out of the fryer and all this crap.
What was the biggest headache? Like a bartender, like if it's busy Friday, Saturday night, and you get some girl that wants a frozen drink just to stop things down, it takes a while to make that. What was the thing at the movie concessions that was like the big hassle for? I mean, obviously sodas and popcorn is probably pretty simple, but what was the thing that would really knock you down a little bit?
Honestly, when people wanted to layer their popcorn, that was the longest because we had the little butter stations off to the side.
Uh-huh.
And so if they ordered like a large bag of popcorn, they would say, can you fill it up like a third of the way? Let me go run over, put butter, come back.
Really?
You fill it up more. Yes. And they would tell us like, unless we're super busy, just do it for them. And so when you do that, now you're having to slow everything down because you have to wait for them to go over there and fill it up and put butter on it and come back, and you have to add more.
Would people put like gummy candies mixed in the popcorn? Would they ask you to?
They wouldn't ask us to do that.
Popcorn parfait for them.
I mean, they definitely.
Like, I can sell you the candy and you can do it if you want to.
But I wasn't going to be the mixologist. They had to handle that on their own.
So what was the ladder working up? Because you started in concessions, and you were there for a couple years, so you must have made it pretty far.
Yeah. So it was concessions and ushering were just entry. Then you could also, I think, be like at the time you still got tickets. So you're a ticket taker.
So those booths are tiny. So you're just in this tiny booth for.
Well, no, this was at the front where I worked, because I worked at AMC Firewheel in Garland.
Okay.
You would buy your tickets outside because it was like an outdoor mall. You would buy your tickets outside, and then you'd have to come in and be funneled through one person, and I would have to read their ticket, tell them what theater they're in, and point them in the right direction. Then you could work in the box office where you sell tickets, and that was all right. That was cool. The one thing I didn't like about that was the city of Garland on Friday and Saturday nights had a curfew.
Oh.
So anyone that was under the age of 17 could not be at the theater past like 10 p.m.
So you're carding people at that point.
Correct. And if you were under 17, you had to be like with someone that was 21. So if I would see high school kids trying to buy a ticket to a movie at 10:30, I would have to card them, and they didn't understand why.
And you're like 20 years old having to tell some 17-year-old no.
Yeah, but I really got off on that power.
Oh, really?
So what do you do if they're like?
You tell them no.
Just tell them no.
You
like
tell
you
them
don't
no,
have
I can't do it.
Like I'm gonna have to call the police if you don't leave.
Bring your mommy here.
Yeah, it never
Let me
got
see your mommy.
to that, but I definitely was like, yeah, no, sorry. And they'd be like, well, can you at least not smile while you say it? Like, it's involuntary. I can't help it.
Just giving them the heave-ho. You got to get out of here.
And that would lead to the most combative people, because obviously that's mainly kids.
Yeah, they're
and
all teed up.
They would get upset with me, and one guy got real mad, and he was like, look, dude, I'm 22. And I said, okay, well, I need to see your ID. I don't have an ID. Okay, well, then I can't sell you the ticket. Well, he's like, dude, I could go buy a beer right now and bring it to you. Would that be proof?
Not with an ID.
Like,
and that's why I was like, well, how are you going to buy the beer without an ID?
Yeah, even if you're 22, you're not an adult because you don't have an ID.
So
be a grown man.
That was
take care of your stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then the best part, which is what I did towards the last few months of my tenure there, was be in the projection booths.
Oh.
And that was fun because at the time, it was when like actual film was being phased out. So this was like the early 2010s. And we had a couple of like IMAX digital theaters, but for the most part, it was an 18 theater place and they had all film. So we'd have to build the film when they sent it to us because they would send it in like 3 different cans and you'd have to go in there with a splicer and glue it together, like glue the trailers to the front of it and do all that. And then an hour before the show, you'd have to go in there and feed it through this like really elaborate system and then run to another theater. And if you were the only one up there,
oh man,
it was a pain in the ass.
What was the training like to learn to splice film? That feels like something that you can't just teach somebody in a
No,
day.
and that was definitely something that they if you were in high school, they were not going to have you do that. You had to be a little bit older. And it took probably a month of just watching somebody else, like a manager, do it before they finally said, okay. Because if you were to ruin the film or something, that was multi-thousands of dollars that you screwed up.
Did you ever do like a Brad Pitt from Fight Club thing and just splice some adult films?
No, I didn't do any bits because I was worried that, Harvey Weinstein or somebody was going to come after me.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But then, so if you had all 18 theaters that were, you were in charge of, it was the most stressful thing. But you worked at like your own pace and you weren't having to deal with, we called them guests. We couldn't call them customers because they were guests at our theater.
Yes.
And it was incredibly stressful. But if you had 2 people up there, you each only had 9 theaters, and that was cake.
So I always imagine the projectionist gets done with whatever duties, and they can just sit there and watch the movie through the cutout.
I mean, it would depend on how many theaters there are. Since the one I was at had 18, there was a little bit of downtime. Like you would find, okay, I have 20 or 30 minutes here where I can just hang out and not do anything. But for the most part, you're either having to go actually start a movie at the start time or go set another one up or go stop one. So you're usually having to do something.
So as a youngster, my dad would sometimes drop me off at the batting cage all day, and they had a thing where you $20, you get your hand stamped, and you could just stay there. It was almost like a weird babysitter type service for him. Other times he would give me $20 to go watch a movie, and he would drop me off at the theater knowing I would buy one ticket, and then I would theater hop as a young scamp. How prevalent was that, and how did you guys try to curtail that back in the day?
I know it was something that our managers cared about. I wasn't really looking for that. That wasn't going to bother me too much. The main thing that I looked out for was I had to monitor our family bathrooms to make sure people weren't having sex in them.
Yikes.
Because I've
heard stories about that.
Times.
You ever
quite a bit.
You ever happen upon anything?
Popcorns make me horny.
I never myself walked in on it, but I would hear on the radio that they had to call the manager and the cop because I guess some guy had some girl pinned up against the koala machine or whatever.
Oh, no.
And they'd have to, they'd have to. Is there anything lower than having your face pinned up against that? The AMC in Garland.
Did you ever
in Garland?
Did you ever hear about it happening in the theater, like a real life popcorn
about
trick?
It? No, but I mean,
because I knew of people at the theater in my hometown, and that was the thing is the theater is employing kids that are 15 to 18 years old. They all go to our high school. So if we wanted to go to a movie on the weekend, it was like yours where we would just walk in the front door and it's a kid that we have in algebra class is tearing tickets. He'd be like, oh yeah, just walk in. So we would never pay for a movie. And they don't care. They don't care that you're going in for free. It doesn't hurt them.
It's hard to do that now because you have these assigned seats. And if you have a waiter or waitress, they have to check, make sure you're in the right seat. That sort of that cuts down on theater hopping.
We didn't have that, and we also had two where that was a big deal because we had separate exits where people could go out, and you could very easily just buy one ticket, get in, and then go open the door real quick and let your buddies in. The thing is, though, like you said, the actual movie theater companies don't make that much money off of ticket sales. Most of that goes back to the actual people that make the movies. That's why your concessions are so high. Because if like for a $12 ticket, depending on the movie, like if it's the Avengers or something, they might make like a quarter.
Really?
Yeah, they make nothing. I mean, it's basically to get you in there to buy the concessions.
Well, what about like when they re-release something? Because I have a local theater I like to go to, and they'll have like a bunch of throughout the month. They'll have like a whole calendar of like
go see Train Spotting,
whatever anniversary, or this is the theme for the month. So they'll have a bunch
Train
of
Spotting.
Yeah, it's coming back to Cinemark. I actually saw the preview for it this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know how that
or
like
AMC,
those smaller ones do that kind of stuff.
I'm guessing the theaters probably make more on that, I would imagine.
Yeah, because especially like smaller movies too, they'll make more. Like if it's a release that they know is not going to do as well, you basically have to incentivize the theater to want to carry it. Mm-hmm. So you tell them, okay, we'll give you $3 for every ticket sold if you show the movie. So that's why you'll be like, how is this movie still in theaters? It's because the theater's like, well, I'll at least run it and see what I can get. But there were multiple times where I would go to a movie and there would just be nobody in there. And that was obviously the best perk about it was getting free movies. Mm-hmm. Because anytime that I wanted, I would just call up to my manager and say, hey, I want to go see a movie, and they would approve it. The coolest thing was that applied to any AMC theaters in America. So I was in San Antonio on a trip with my family, and we went out and I saw this girl and we were talking, and I was like, hey, you want to go to the movie? And she said, yeah. And I noticed there was an AMC theaters nearby. I was like, I got to try to pull out a flex here.
I got this AMC black card. Watch this.
I got the hookup. Give me 1 second. And I pulled off to the side and called my manager back in Richardson and said, hey, I want to go see, I think it was The Proposal.
Oh, yeah.
With Ryan
That's a great
Reynolds
date movie.
Sure.
And Sandra Bullock. And I said, hey, I need 2 tickets to this theater. Can you call up to AMC in San Antonio and get me in? Yeah, sure, I guess. No problem. And so then I just go up and tell him, hey, I have 2 tickets for Justin waiting for me.
Hey, it's Monty, Hero of the Hardwood.
And
concessions too, or just the tickets?
Oh, just the tickets. They
popcorn's
don't,
on
they
me,
don't care
baby.
about that. It's the concessions that.
All right.
Whatever you want.
Like even
we can layer this popcorn.
They're very strict about the concessions. Like even when we went on break, the only thing that we got for free was popcorn. If we wanted a hot dog or a pretzel or nachos or any of that,
big old cookie,
we would get like 25% off.
That's it.
That's it.
Like
and
you get half off if you work at a restaurant.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
we have to pay for our company kitchen.
That's
for
true. Our overpriced snacks.
And
our
so people would
PB&J
show up
station.
with literally trash bags to load up with popcorn. Because if at the end of the night we had a full tub, they were just going to throw it out. So people would walk out like a vagrant with just a big old bag of popcorn over their shoulder and walk out.
What about the people that would sneak like a 12-pack in to the theater like we used to back in college? Like you just have a hoodie or a jacket and everybody would split up.
I don't think anybody really. We feel like we're getting away with something, but the 16-year-olds don't care about that.
Yeah, no,
like, what are they
I
gonna
would do that. Whenever I would go see a movie, I would sneak in like a chicken sandwich into my pocket or something.
Okay.
I still sneak in alcohol.
Yeah, I still sneak in Dr. Pepper.
Lando sneaks in alcohol to the newsroom.
Yeah. His makes more sense. The other thing that I found that was...
He brought me a 40
By the way,
day.
sorry, Just the Sip was on location today. You know?
That's okay.
We'll make up for it.
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were crying.
Today I'll just hydrate.
Yeah. Don't put your system into shock by putting water in it.
Maybe you won't throw up this weekend.
We'll see.
The other thing, one other thing I hated whenever like a big release would come out, because we would have the midnight release where people were camping out. So the original Twilight came out when I was working there, and we had girls camping out the entire day.
Well, I mean,
high school girl, like young girls.
Oh, not like
well,
no,
not like moms.
No, absolutely not. They may have showed up later, but
and then Corby was there also,
right? Scouting. The last Harry Potter movie was also there at that time,
nerds.
And like a Transformers movie. It was those nights sucked. But the other one that was weird was the movie Bruno came out when I was working there, and they had us screen it because they were like, you need to decide if you're going to let people see this at your theater.
Did they have a Bruno bike in the lobby for people to?
No, we had a Bruno popcorn box though that you could use. But we had to all watch it as like a team and then like give notes on it and decide, are we going to carry this here at our theater? And most people said no, and I said, hell yes. I love
this
for
is
this
hilarious.
to be here. And we carried it at our theater, but it was NC-17, so we had like double checks at the box office and then at the theater. We had to check like that no one was getting in when they weren't supposed to. But we also were supposed to advise parents, hey, I see you're bringing in a 5-year-old. He's going to make his wiener dance for like 3 minutes in this movie. Are you aware of that? And we had to have all these uncomfortable conversations with the parents about what they're about to go see in Bruno, and nobody turned around. Not a single one. And they were seriously bringing young kids.
If you're committed, you're committed, I guess.
Man, I
seeing Bruno.
I remember how strict the theaters were when the South Park movie came out in like 98, 99.
Yeah.
So if we went to a different movie, but it was in the theater, but there were security guards. Like if you were walking down that hallway at the old Vista Ridge Mall Theater, not the new one, but if you were just going down the hallway, there'd be like a security guard. I thought it was a police officer or something. Like, oh, what movie are you going to? And we're like,
just a rent-a-cop.
Yeah, over here. Like, okay, but they were super strict about that. So that checks out.
Wiener dance for like 3 minutes.
What a turnaround! That was impressive, Ham.
Right at 1:30.
By the way, for those wondering, the proposal girl didn't even put out.
Really?
Even though I got her a free ticket.
What's she up to now?
I don't know.
Maybe she's changed her tune after all these years.
Let's find her.
All right. Well, Justin, that's awesome.
You can bring her up to the
She
studio.
didn't want her face put up against a San Antonio koala station.
Movie Theater Motto.
Thank you very much, Sean. We have somewhere between 4 and 7 candidates. Some say between 5 and 7. We'll go with 6.
Ooh.
6 candidates this week here on the NIT-brake, starting with candidate number 1. Now, I have not verified the official standings, but I'm going to assume that college softball World Series sprinklers have never been nominated before.
Huh.
Well, there was
Check
that
the
one
notes.
time. Yeah,
See Daddy's list for the big e-brake.
Even after, comparing both notes.
How close are they to Bob?
One sec, sorry.
I'm still not seeing any of them here. So
Daddy's on it. Don't worry.
One sec, sorry. Come on. Dump that. Sorry.
It's all right, Daddy. Anything else?
I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm very curious about the whole chicken thing.
Oh, yeah, that's non sequitur. So, candidate number 1 here at the College World Series of softball. In the middle of the game, we have sprinklers cause broadcast chaos.
Victoria Valdez just stopped Caitlin Terry. The sprinklers are going off. 8th inning sprinklers. Oh, my word. The power's on, but the sprinklers are as well. We got to stop play here for a moment in the 8th.
I love that they put an umbrella on in the stadium. Only person who needs an umbrella, it might be Lauren Allred out in right field.
Well, been a long game. We got to cover the cameras, rehydrate the field.
Well, we can't play through this?
Now the sprinklers are getting the foul pole in right field. Down the line, that sprinkler jet is just foul. This is insane. Oh, my gosh. What a way to take the tension out of the most important game in these players' lives.
It's like a little water park down there in right field.
Greg didn't think he was going to have to break out the tarp on the camera tonight. You're right down there, Greg.
Well, her courtesy.
He was so tickled.
Dude, he was
by the
having a
sprinklers.
great time. That was the most fired up he's probably ever been. And then she's just...
Was one of the teams wearing all white?
Why would you ask that?
Just got to figure out who's home and away.
What teams were these? Which, by the way, congratulations to the Texas Longhorns.
Ooh, big
the
day
Lady
for-
Longhorns
big
for
day
winning
for
the
Creighton.
softball World Series in Oklahoma City.
Creighton Branch is celebrating today.
This was the Texas Tech Lady Red Raiders and UCLA.
Okay. UCLA is a good team.
But I don't know. I
Very
don't
good team.
remember if anyone was wearing white.
They're probably
I think they were
wearing their
wearing
powder blues.
blue and
They're
black.
wearing white T-shirts that night.
Yeah, it was white T-shirt night for all the women at the ballpark. And then some grounds crew guy was like, "I'm about to have a good time."
We can't turn them off, guys. Don't know what's going on.
Let's play through it.
Let's go. Yeah.
Gosh, just what a
let's play two.
ball of energy that play-by-play guy was.
Yeah.
And then the girl just can't keep up with the laughing.
This is insane.
I don't know if I'd call it insane. They're sprinklers.
Yeah. All right. The sprinkler system at the College World Series is candidate number 1. Candidate number 2 here, we will go back in-house. This is one Dave Lane, during Why Today Doesn't Suck, got distracted by the TV and couldn't figure out what the charitable message was supposed to be on Lou Gehrig's death day. And today we have another cumulus birthday. It is the birthday of Tara from The Wolf.
Tara!
Sweet, sweet Tara.
All quiet and meek, hiding in the corner.
No.
Low energy in the
No,
air.
no, none of that.
Just got to wake her up every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they want to end all owls?
Huh?
Oh, it's
what?
It's ALS Day.
Oh.
Dave.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm looking at
He's-
the MLB network, and they're wearing End Owls shirts. Or ALS, as it were.
Poor simple Dave.
Is there an Al Farb joke around the corner?
Keep it going. We got time.
No.
Maybe got like 3 minutes. You got to fill it now.
So, is that Dave being a shock jock, or has he not heard of ALS because Dave doesn't watch baseball?
Well, ALS exists outside of baseball.
I know, but it's the big Lou Gehrig Day. It's if you watch baseball, you've definitely heard of it. They're spreading awareness. So maybe he's not aware of ALS because Dave doesn't watch baseball.
Doesn't follow Sarah Langs on Twitter.
Right. The great Sarah Langs.
Dave.
Do you follow her on Twitter, Lando?
Yeah, she's a good read.
Waiting for the sprinklers to hit her.
She's got a lot of stats.
Justin, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sarah
I do
Langs'
think that
greatness.
You've crossed a line.
That Dave Lane was
we do
trying
not
to do.
disparage Sarah Langs.
How am I disparaging her?
Wanted to see her in a wet T-shirt.
I'm asking if that's what Lando wants.
Sarah Lang's on spring break. That's what Monty wants.
Hey, what's going on?
Dave Lane there stopping us down, really putting the stick in our spokes there as we all just had to power back up after he was confused by the TV. All right, candidate number 3 here. This is ham, but not from Sunday morning. This is 1 hour invasion board op ham. Earlier in the show, you heard him quickly pull a drop of me 10 seconds after I said it. He does something very similar during the invasion. You'll hear me have to kind of fast forward a little bit, or you're going to hear a full minute-long tangent from Travis here. But he pulls up a pretty quick drop, and it shuts down or stops down the invasion.
If not control that themselves, they'll figure out somebody that they can control who will buy it.
I hear they're going to put a Buc-ee's in there.
You know what? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Any guesses yet to what the drop might be?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fervor could be other than that you're just mad that it's not going to be here after 2031. Because it's like if you start looking at the other options, I think those are way worse compared to this particular one. Because I almost liken it to the Luka trade, that the thing is already happening or has already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. The Mavs were going to move when Mark Cuban had been talking about moving them before he sold them. Probably a 0% chance I'm going to drive an extra 30, 40 minutes up there. So there's that.
I hear they're going to put a Buc-ee's in there.
That was so fat. You haven't even sat down yet, Ham. Eat your chicken. Quit pulling drops that we don't need.
And I brought him an Uncrustable so he'd be nice to me.
That'll
This is what
be
he does.
That'll be the new. Did you see the sequels drop?
But yeah,
they're gonna put a Buc-ee's.
They're
in
gonna
there.
put a Buc-ee's there.
Oh,
too.
that's wonderful.
And if they do, it could be Buc-ee's Stadium for all I give a damn. I don't care. So yeah, I don't mind the sight.
I don't think that's an e-brake. I think that's just a very well-timed drop.
Also,
and T-Tall just wasn't ready for it.
I have issue with T-Tall. We need that drop.
Yeah.
Don't say that's an unneeded drop.
A little bit, Mother Travis there.
Yeah, a little bit.
I hear they're going to put a Buc-ee's in there.
Okay.
That's so good.
It's good and clean. It's killer.
Eat your
The
chicken,
Christmas.
Ham. Eat your chicken. All right,
They're going to
Ham.
put a Buc-ee's there.
I hear they're going to put a Buc-ee's in there.
Or do we put that on Travis for not playing along? Oh, it's Ham.
Let's put it on Ham, sure.
All right, candidate
But very
number
well
4
done.
here. These are all our last 3 here from the T-Box. Starting with their board op, Dylan Reed.
Okay.
Who got them off on the wrong foot right out the gate. Couldn't even get their open going.
FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
This is Sports Radio 96.7 1310 The Chicken. Broadcasting live from the TXU Energy Mothership. KTCK AM Dallas Fort Worth. KTCK FM Flower Mound. A Cumulus media station.
Hello? We on? Hello?
Finally get it going.
That's
Okay,
the
I think
the
that's the
open,
beginning of
okay.
their open,
It
yeah.
is, I thought he was like dialing somebody.
I thought he did, too.
Like, how can you dial through the console
But
but
then-
you can't get the open?
Are you calling Ham? Like, what do I do?
He finally got it going, but just so much dead air. Then he pulls up Craig real quick to see if Craig can. Because if you're having to turn things over to Craig to get you back on track, you have really
He didn't have network pulled down. Oh,
gone off
man.
the rails.
Bass.
All right, Dylan Reed, candidate number
I know
4.
You know this guy.
And finally, here we have a double turkey of Rosen.
That's a double turkey right
Starting with this one, where he has a hard time with the name, and luckily Eli is there to get him on track.
You know, the Colonial is the oldest venue, a longest running venue.
Yeah, that's hosted an event for this is the 80th.
And why would you change that? Now, the little risk is that you have a major in town next year also.
Right.
By the way, did you see the comments of Christiane Behuizenhauer? Don't laugh at me. How close was I?
Not even remotely. Christian Bezadenhout.
That's it?
Yeah.
Did you see his comments?
I did.
That's
Christian
it. I got it.
That's it.
Thank you.
In
Christian
fairness,
Bezadenhout.
in fairness,
It's a tough name.
Your casual probably doesn't know that, but if you're an editor of a golf magazine and you host a golf show, you should probably be able to nail that one because he's on leaderboards on a regular basis.
Bezadenhout.
There's no way that.
Here they are back to back.
Okay.
Christiane Behuizenhauer.
Christian Bezadenhout.
That's it.
That's it.
Bezadenhout.
Christiane Behuizenhauer.
Christian Bezadenhout.
That's it.
Behuizenhauer. God bless you.
Oh, man.
Luckily, his caregiver's right there to pump him back full of life. All right, last one here, also from Craig Rosengarten. Before we vote, I've heard of you like losing your ass in something, like if you were to put all your money into a stock.
Sure.
I've never heard it phrased the way that Craig Rosengarten did.
Every woman every friend of my wife's who comes in and sees our house and walks by the laundry room goes, "Oh my God, you have 2 washers and dryers. That is so awesome."
I could understand it if you had 5 kids. But it's just the 2 of you.
My wife loves laundry.
That is just so bizarre to me that she loves laundry that much that she needs multiple units to do said laundry.
Yes. Okay, this is a funny story. So, I went down this rabbit hole one day after I lost my butt hole in crypto.
You lost your what?
My butt. My butt. I lost my ass in crypto.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
proceed.
He said he lost his beehole.
And he paused. You could just say I lost my butt. Lost my butt hole.
Beehole whisperer.
Such a funny word.
I went down this rabbit hole one day after I lost my butt hole in crypto.
Are you kidding?
Where is it? I don't know where it is.
I'm going to start using that all the time.
Can you find my hole?
Lost
fell
my
off.
butt hole in crypto.
So great. Oh, all right. Let's vote.
Is that a disclaimer?
That you might lose it?
Yeah.
You got to put it on the carton, just so you know. All right, let's vote. Is it candidate number 1 the sprinkler system at the College World Series of Softball? Is it Dave Lane and Ending Owls? Is it Ham's drop? Is it Dylan Reed not prepared? Rosen messing up a name? Or Rosen losing his favorite hole? We will start the voting with Ham.
Beehole whisperer.
All right. Mino.
Rosen's butthole.
Gosh. Thank you. Lando.
Rosen's missing beehole.
Sean?
We all have a lot of weekend plans, but whatever you do, don't lose that one. Don't lose your beehole.
All right, I will. I'll throw a pity vote on his name, but still, Craig Rosengarten, losing his poor little beehole, wins this week's NIT-brake, giving him 11 all time.
You see that, Ham, in the
Only
rear view?
3 behind Ham.
Catching up. Congratulations, Rosen. I hope you can find it. 252, Why Today Doesn't Suck is next.
Once again, the ticket presents Why Today Doesn't Suck.
Sucking on chili dog. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on chili. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on chili dog.
And now, here are your hosts, Sean Bass and David Mino.
He's going to make his wiener dance for like 3 minutes.
Fun times today. It's officially the weekend, and at 2:59, man still looking for his behole. It's Ham.
Thank you, Mino. Eatsy's Market and Bakery and Gimme the Vin brings you Crips.
Thank you, Monty. Or Ham.
Huh?
I don't know why I think myself. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I was trying to think about him not calling me Monty. He just called me Crisp. And then it made me say my own
called
name.
You Crips.
Whatever.
Not Crisp.
Thank you, Ham. Thank you. I will now say hello.
Old Crispy.
Hopefully, if they're here, again, they may have just taken the day off. Who knows? The Hardline, who is hopefully over there. Hello.
Indeed. How did Rosen's beehole not make the emergency?
I don't know,
brake?
but we're glad it didn't.
Yeah.
Because, you know why? George doesn't like talking about that stuff.
About beeholes?
Even though he's
George loves that word.
He's a cow farter.
He's a cow farter. Jubb has lost his edge.
Soft.
He's 60 now, so he's like a grandpa.
Yeah, George makes sure all the Dunham super glue there shut. He doesn't want to have to worry about it.
Hey, now.
Where are you guys today?
3 Wide Brewing.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. I hear
Out
beer.
by the racetrack.
Yeah.
We're going to start making you guess where we are based on sounds to see how long it takes.
Be 1 for 1 so far.
And 40-liners.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Those 2 things in particular.
Don't you worry about that. Y'all going to have a special Matty Beers appearance today?
I think he's forced to show
if we're
up
lucky.
Whenever the word beer is issued. It's like his bat signal.
Well, this is the next beer in the P1 6-pack.
Yes.
Go ahead. What tiny line 4 guy?
Oh.
Is he going to have a beer that tastes like a ham sandwich?
I think this one is supposed to taste like prickly pear, if the name is
What
to
kind
be
of pear?
believed.
Yes.
A prickly pear.
Oh.
Hey,
We're
guys.
gonna have-
What's wrong with Lee?
We're going to have him on just to make cat sounds.
Go away, Lee.
He has to talk in cat sounds for 10 minutes.
Earlier, he was talking about one that tasted like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's why.
Oh.
That's the continuity. That's the comedy.
Right.
All right. So
Line
you gotta
4 guy
understand.
brings it all
Missed that
together.
one.
Yeah.
Why is Ben Stiller so ripped?
Have you ever seen Heavyweights?
He's always been
He's always in
pretty
good
built.
shape.
Because he owns Globo
Did you
Gym.
see Dodgeball?
Yeah, he was only
Right.
big
I'm
at the
familiar
end
with
of
what Ben
Dodgeball.
Stiller's looked like for 30 years. I'm asking now.
What a
He
brag.
seems- he seems peak muscle Ben Stiller, and I'm
I mean, he was
Again,
ripped in Tropic
Yeah,
Thunder.
Tug Speedman was ripped.
What's up, man?
all right. I retract the entire
Quit
comment.
putting Ben Stiller
Let's just
into
do
your
some birthdays.
into a fat
Right.
box
We defeated Bob. Good job, guys.
over Ben Stiller. Well, today
Oh, you think he really looked like the end of Dodgeball?
that's what I'm saying. That's the only
Yeah.
time is when he went fat at the end of Dodgeball.
They had to gain 400
Right.
pounds for like a 1 minute scene.
He did a Raging Bull
for 1
weight
minute.
gain. He called it the best 3 months of his life. It was like the whale. Remember the SNL skit, Corby?
Yeah.
They canceled the movie. Today is Friday, June 5th, the 156th day of 2026. 209 days are left in the year. It is Hot Air Balloon Day. Did y'all take one out there to 3-wide?
Man, that's an interesting way to travel.
That might have been the way to go today.
It's like an
Yeah.
air
But it's hot.
drone.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but you have no idea where it's going to go.
well,
I think you
there's
can
got to be a way to
drive
Yeah,
navigate
use
with it.
don't you
Yeah.
use
You can
fire?
guide them, but the
I
wind.
mean, you can only go like west to east.
Do you think
You
if
follow
you
the jet stream
do you think if you had
straight into power lines.
do you think if you had George with his butt hanging over the edge
All sealed shut.
that he could propel you
to the moon.
just in a direction
Are
that
you
you wanted to
kidding?
go?
You can't have that.
Or he
around
could make
that
you
much.
hover if he farted
Yeah,
against the wind.
light a cow fart and you go
Yeah.
straight up.
You can't have that around that much gas. You guys will explode. Open flame. My God.
Right, yeah, I don't want a
I've told
Hindenburg up
you.
there.
I've told you the call of the void does not allow me to get on a hot air balloon. I would just jump right out of the basket.
You don't want to shoot to Neptune because your
Yeah.
your
Can't put
propulsion.
you on there. We'd have to tie you up. Like, would you do it if we put you in a Hannibal Lecter gurney?
Sure.
Would you enjoy
I
it
would
then?
need-
Or like
I would
Garland
need-
Green.
And would that
or
freak
whatever
out
from
the other
Con Air.
passengers?
It's just so he doesn't jump.
What if George is on your back and you're just rocketeering around with his cow
Oh my
fart?
gosh!
Oh wow!
I think if the basket
Traveling at the speed of light at that point.
The basket would have to be elongated so just barely my eyes could peek over the side because it's like
You're just Wilsoning from Home
it's like
Improvement.
well, it's like the stadium railings. You
Solid
just feel
verb.
like you might get top heavy going for a foul ball and just fall to your death.
Yeah.
So I would.
How many people have caught a foul ball in a hot air balloon?
Well, very few, but I'm just
Ooh.
saying with those of us who are over 6 feet tall now, more of our center mass is over the top of the basket.
It's not built for you.
No.
There's no way. Even if it was 4 feet tall, they would be like, "Boy, it sure is cool looking down." Oh my God!
Well, if you're
You wouldn't just
3'6",
tumble.
Well, he's talking
It'd be a lot
call
more fun.
void.
If it was
You have to
Wemby,
fight your instincts.
If it was Wemby, he definitely
Yeah,
would.
Wemby should not be getting in hot air balloons.
Yeah,
that
it
needs
just
to be in
goes
his
to his
contract.
Have there been more
Comes up to his
3'6"
knees.
people or 7-foot people in hot air balloons
We don't have time to
Interesting.
adjudicate that right now.
that are gay?
I do like.
Ewoks. Yeah, and then the poor 3'6" people can't even see over the top of it.
Well, they
Like,
put
what's the
holes.
point?
Well, they
Put
got to
holes
go
in there.
little rascals and get on top of each other's shoulders.
with a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Do
there's
they
so
have
many
glory
of them.
holes for birds?
And one of them has a painted-on mustache, so they look like
There's
adults.
no chance they cut glory holes into hot air balloons.
For birds.
That doesn't make any sense.
In the basket, not in the balloon.
I'm
Stop
hearing.
trying to work in glory holes.
I'm hearing a market inefficiency though.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It's also National Donut Day,
Okay.
so they
Or
don't
Beehole
count
Day.
calorie-wise
That's
today.
why I have glazed donut face.
Oh, lucky her. On this date in the year 1944, after finally receiving favorable weather reports, General Eisenhower decides to proceed with the D-Day invasion tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow.
Okay. Will you be back on the air tomorrow just to confirm this?
I have to.
Yeah.
I'm a newsman.
Yeah, confirm it, Lando, tomorrow.
He was there. On
The
this date,
relative humidity allows us.
in the year 1968, Palestinian Sirhan Sirhan assassinates Robert F. Kennedy, shooting him 3 times and wounding 5 others at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles.
Era.
Pour one out.
Still
And-
alive, Sirhan Sirhan.
I'm going to say, I don't know about old RFK.
No.
Luckily, his legacy lives on.
Indeed.
Through little RFK. And in the year 2002, 14-year-old Elizabeth Smart abducted from her Salt Lake City home and taken halfway across the world.
No,
They found her in Tunisia.
I took her in the mountains
No.
first.
Not so much.
Oh,
found
looks like
her.
she was at the 7-Eleven down the road.
Now she's a ripped bodybuilder.
Oh.
Really?
I didn't know
Found her
that.
Getting Slurpee.
Really? Why is that?
We have one cumulus birthday today. Corby, I believe you have donned the nickname for one. Lindsay from Sales. I always forget her nickname, though.
It's the sales beaver.
Because she's eager to sell.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Nobody sells with a more eager countenance
What?
than her.
Let's go disposition, perhaps.
Okay. Happy birthday, Linz.
Happy birthday, Beeve.
And to all the sales beavers out there, let her
SB.
be your leader.
Yeah,
your
they need to
beacon.
put that sign up in the sales office. Be a beaver.
Our beaver's actually eager.
Our beaver leaguer?
Yeah, they are, because they're eager to build dams.
Super
Like
hot.
they work
Movie.
hard in life.
No, I'm not saying they don't work hard.
As does Lindsay.
If they're all just acting like normal beavers, are they eager?
Is there like one beaver that's like, I ain't doing that?
No, I'm a
slothful
lazy beaver.
beaver.
Yeah,
Angry beavers.
that's right.
Got to go on a hunt.
All right, P1 birthdays. Hey, Monty, my Uncle Marty D, a day one P1, is turning 50 today. I'd love to give him a shout-out on why today doesn't suck. His favorite drop, literally anything Jerry Jones related. And if you have the time, please bash the South Lake Carroll Dragons.
Ooh.
That from
Yeah.
Carr.
Man, that's pretty
Yeah, they're-
hardcore.
They're good friends of mine.
They're already so down on their luck. I don't know that I'd want to pile on.
We've come out in favor of Saxey, to be honest, and their football program this season.
Yeah,
We are kind of going all
squarely
in.
behind Red Barons.
Boy, y'all got
Yeah,
bought
and
yesterday.
the Saxy Stangs.
Y'all are
We
in
like-
the back pocket of Saxy now.
We like the offense he's running.
Which is
Well, it's effective.
The
It's
veer.
The wing
focusing on scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Getting
Oh,
the
yeah.
most out of every
Speaking
play.
of marketing
The touchdown
efficiencies,
offense.
Very, very
Yeah.
balanced offense.
We want balance, but we also want production.
We are concentrating on district this year. Anything less would be a failure.
Mama used to dress me up with a little bow tie, and
For
I
our
would greet
Stangs.
the customers as they came through the door.
a little bow tie.
Yay!
Hello,
Hey,
Montesaurus. Please wish my girlfriend Courtney a happy birthday.
Turkey.
She's not quite at V1 status yet, but is ascending after telling me a few months back, thanks for introducing me to the ticket. I've noticed her using the phrase SG, especially when referring to A&M, with apologies to Aggie Bob. Her leaders are the Hardline, Drop Request, Sweet Joy saying, everything's cool, stay hard from not Big Dom.
Everything's cool.
Everything's cool.
You never do.
Did she live through anything?
69 was a good thing.
Birthdays.
Okay, bye. I lived through that.
Robert Kraft, 85.
Wonder how he's going to celebrate.
I hope he got a
Yeah.
rub and tug today.
I did.
But see, he doesn't wait for his birthday to get that done. That's every day's a birthday. Torrey Holt and his messed up finger, 50.
Formerly of the Dallas Stars pregame show.
That's not his finger.
Marcus Colston, 43. Robinson Chirinos, 42.
Robinson
Chirinos. Yeah.
Andrew Heaney, 35.
Robinson Chirinos.
Champion.
World champion.
DeMonte KZ, a.k.a. Ron Kazoo, 33.
Yes.
Another great hard line drawing.
Kazoo.
He was friends with D. Garrett Blunt.
You got to play that on Snake Pit.
And Sam Darnold, 29. Nico McBrain, 74 of Iron Maiden.
Yes. The drummer, Cat.
Big day for Cat.
Kenny G, 70.
I think we had him on the air one time to the Super Bowl.
Kenny?
Is he just playing?
No, he was walking around and we were like...
It was Kenny Albert.
If I can finish.
Holy cow, dude.
That was impressive.
He was walking around and we were like, yo, is that Kenny G?
Or is that Carrot?
Yo.
Hey, yo,
Let's get you on
Kenny
the air.
We're at the party.
Booyakasha.
Ollie G. Corby strikes again. Jeff Garland, 64.
Genius.
Except for when he got fired for sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, I would have guessed much older than 64.
You like the Flame Broiling.
Ron Livingston, 59.
Greatness.
From Barney Miller?
From Office Space.
Oh, that one.
The
Mark Wahlberg,
Office Space.
55. Joe Gatto, who would impractically joke on you, 50.
He's one of the bad ones?
Yeah.
Not my
Did he get out?
favorite, but
No.
You got
certainly a
plenty
contributor.
of practical
I think I'm a
jokers.
Sal and Q guy now. Aesop Rock, 50. Nick Kroll, 48.
Funny.
It's a great
Pete
Nick Kroll.
Wentz, a Fallout Boy, 47.
3.
Hold on, turning 56 today, Mark Anthony. He's been in a lot of films, such as
Of Van Halen.
Can't Be the Roots parody, Can't Be Sanford and Son, a Triple X parody, S, White Mama, You Got Ass, Heavyweight Hotties, Fat
That
Hose,
was
Black
a
Bros,
boxing- That was a boxing film.
and The Slutty Professor. Born to Stay Now Dead, Pancho Villa, and Ryan Mallett.
Man.
And Down Stay Still Dead, Kate Spade,
With the
Ronald
handbag?
Reagan. Indeed. Y'all could debate how she passed away if you'd like. It's right up your
I think she
alley.
put a knife in her ear.
Oh, yeah.
And Conway Twitty, a Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yep.
Family Guy's own Conway Twitty.
They would devote a whole episode to just Conway Twitty music videos. And that's why today doesn't suck.
Bye, Justin. We'll let you guys go. Stay healthy. Stay away from Coke.
Don't lose your beehole.
Broadcasting live from the TXU Energy
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Dave.
Hey,
Thank you. Well, we begin today with a dead. Actually, a couple of deads. The first dead died in a peaceful manner. He passed away from complications due to pneumonia, surrounded by his family at the age of 72.
little young for pneumonia.
His name, Anthony Head, a British actor, best known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was Rupert Giles, the father figure of Buffy. And he was also Rupert Mannion on Ted Lasso. He was the original owner of AFC Richmond who had to give his wife,
I remember
the
him.
team in the divorce settlement.
Yeah, you saw that first season, right?
Yeah.
You organized that guy. Remember, and you were like, oh my God, the soccer's so real.
It's the best show on soccer I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
It's incredible. That's unfortunate. Pneumonia at 72, man. That's too young.
Right?
Yeah, that sucks.
I'd be mad if I only got to 72.
Hey,
That's what would
pneumonia
make
took
me
you
mad.
out.
How far are you trying to go?
100.
Okay.
Hondo's a good goal.
Yeah.
this next dead did not die in such a peaceful way.
No.
His name, James Handy. So his most recent role was...
The dude from SNL?
No, that's Jack Handy.
Jack, that's right.
So he was the bartender in Top Gun Maverick. He was also the exterminator in Jumanji, the original Robin Williams Jumanji. He also was in Logan. He was the doctor who treated Hugh Jackman.
That guy.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
So a character actor,
Sure.
had a number of roles.
I remember him.
So he was killed on Wednesday morning in a stabbing in the Tarzana neighborhood of L.A. He was 81.
81 and stabbed?
So
this is like Rob Reiner. It's like, dude, come on.
You make it down.
You make it that long and you get stabbed.
Okay, hold that thought. So around 9:30 in the morning on Wednesday, LAPD gets a 911 call, and the caller says, "I am the Son of Man. I just killed the man of sin."
I am the Son
of Man. I just killed the man of sin.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So officers go to the address, and they discover 81-year-old James Handy collapsed in the front yard of the residence.
Oh, boy.
Unconscious with a stab wound to the chest. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The suspect who made the 911 call had walked away from the scene, but then flagged down officers and turned himself in, said, "I'm the guy you're looking for with
I'm the Son of Man."
That murder back there. He says, "Yeah, I live at that house with my mom. The deceased is my mom's boyfriend."
Oh, no.
He didn't like him.
So James Handy, 81, the suspect, 44, Michael Gledhill. He was arrested and booked into the Van Nuys jail on account of murder with $2 million bail.
Man, that's... So how old's that dude? Like 60?
He's 44.
That's...
I don't know how old the mom is.
Every parent's worst, not the murder, but...
No, you fear
hey,
that, though.
my 44-year-old, like stepbrothers.
Yeah, living at home.
Yeah.
Right, you're divorced, and you're like, hey, this is my new girlfriend. You're like, oh, man, your kid hates him.
Yeah. What do you mean? Mom doesn't have any boyfriends.
I'm going to kill her. Great.
Your boyfriend keeps drinking my beer.
This is ridiculous.
Did we confirm that he's not the Son of Man?
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Okay, like he had an ID that differentiated from what he said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
So, pour one out for James Handy. Okay, it dropped today. We talked about it earlier in the week. Taylor Swift has released her new country throwback single,
Okay.
I Knew It, I Knew You, an original song for the Toy Story 5 soundtrack. And so she celebrated the drop of the song by sharing a childhood home video on Instagram of herself dressed in a cowgirl outfit. She's like 5, 6, 7 years old. It's super cute. I mean, she's an adorable little kid.
Was she singing back then?
I don't know if she was like a prodigy even at that age.
Like a Mickey Mouse
girl
or whatever?
I don't think so. But she was 5 when the original
Mouseketeer.
When the original Toy Story came out in '95, and she said that she loved it, and it's always been a dream to have something to do with the franchise. And she was inspired. She saw early footage of Toy Story 5, and she was inspired by Jessie the Cowgirl's Journey, who we learned is voiced by Joan Cusack.
Yeah, that's right.
And so she described this song as both a musical departure and coming home at the same time. So here it is.
We can't hear it in our ears. You're just playing it over the speakers.
You can hear that.
For the free fall of being younger, I memorize the sound of your bare footsteps. Running wild, it's been a long time. Life has ways of leaving those days behind.
This doesn't even have a note of country in it.
Well, it's got a harmonica, so
Sounds like pop country like you hear now.
Yeah, maybe like Maren Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got enough of a twang to it that you can hear it, and I'm sure it will be up for Song of the Year at the Oscars.
Oh, I'm sure. I just got 10 emails from people going, "What do you mean? It's not country.
I'm
It's
sure
Taylor Swift, idiot."
She's no Pat Green.
This will get her that much closer to an EGOT.
Yeah, that's right. Does she didn't have an Oscar, does she?
No, I don't believe so.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't have a Tony or an Emmy, so she's got a ways to go, but I wouldn't doubt her. And by the way, so Forbes just put out their Iconoclast 50 list. They've been doing this for 4 years now. This is recognizing leaders in finance, business, technology, media, entertainment, philanthropy that are changing the game in real time, disrupting their industries, and challenging the status quo. And so the usual suspects are on there, Elon and Zuckerberg and Trump and Warren Buffett. And then on the entertainment side, Beyonce, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, Shohei from the world of sports. And Taylor, of course, is on there. And they make mention, so Forbes is always the keeper of the net worth of all of the richest people in business. They say that Taylor Swift's net worth has now eclipsed $2 billion.
Jeez.
Wow. So in 2024, she crossed the $1 billion barrier. She became a billionaire in 2024 after the first leg of the Eras Tour. Or I guess maybe that was the completion of the Eras
Did she
Tour.
put that money into a money market fund and then it turned into two?
That she used part of that money, $360 million of that money, to buy back her original masters.
Smart.
And so by March of this year, her net worth had doubled to $2 billion, making her the richest female musician in history.
Incredible.
Not the richest musician.
I gave her
the richest
$100.
female.
Who's the richest musician? Is it McCartney?
Michael Jackson.
Any guesses?
Richest musician.
It's not
Elvis.
No.
And they qualify it, they say wealthiest living musician.
Okay. Wealthiest living? And it's not McCartney.
No.
George.
So it's not Michael Jackson.
Is it George after Jub Jam?
Michael McDonald.
Is it Bono?
Who am I missing? If it's not McCartney?
Is it Lars from Metallica?
No.
Is it Rob Thomas?
Pitbull. I'm gonna go with Pitbull.
I don't know, man.
Elton John.
Jay-Z, bro.
Jay-Z because of Beats.
Yeah.
No, that was Dr. Dre.
Oh, well, sorry.
But Jay-Z.
What a funny interaction.
$2.8 billion.
Good for him.
Is his net worth.
He did that New York song.
And lastly, it's official. Freedom 250 has been canceled.
Oh,
no way.
At least the concerts have been canceled.
Are they still doing the UFC fight on the White House lawn?
Yes, they are doing that.
Okay, thank God.
Too far gone on that.
Jeez. I'm going to buy the PPV.
And as promised, the shows will be replaced with a rally.
Sweet.
Featuring none other than the Prez. And he promises it will be the greatest rally ever, a rally to end all rallies.
So you can never have another one?
I was going to say, so if we do this, we don't have to do it anymore?
And so,
so does that mean no pep rallies at high school next fall?
Oh, man. You can't do that.
That's tough. So in his Truth Social post, he says, "We don't want singers with no talent but big fees to put you to sleep. We've told them all to stay home. All we want is you, me, a few speakers, and the greatest music ever played. The same music you have listened to for years." They will have Christopher Macchio,
Ralph's brother,
who will sing Nessun Dorma, Alleluia, Ave Maria, and God Bless America.
Sweet.
He says that he has a voice that has not been heard since Pavarotti.
Wow. I'm excited about this. This is
Songbird
great.
of a generation.
He really is.
Also, the U.S. Army Band, the Armed Forces Choir, the United States Marine Band, and the Joint Armed Forces Chorus playing all your favorite hits.
None of them are allowed to
There
say
is
no.
no way they're playing a song from the midnight.
And we will have the fabulous Lee Greenwood introducing me with what has turned out to be one of the greatest hits of all time, God Bless the USA.
And this is free?
Yes.
This is like free program? Or do you have to pay to watch it?
No.
No, it's totally free.
free.
This is on July 4th.
I don't know. I don't know what the exact date is.
Because that's a Saturday, so I need to clear my calendar.
Yeah, you do.
This is cool.
No beer for you on that day. Just sit home and contemplate.
Correct.
Yeah.
This sounds like the perfect plan, Dave.
It is. It can't be beat. And that is your E-News.
All right, that's good stuff, E-News,
right.
man. Our boy who joins us does. Ladies and gentlemen, from your morning program, fresh off his stint in Oklahoma, it is George Dunham.
Man, I was going to come by today, but my week, it has not slowed down since Jub Jam.
I heard your story. That was hilarious.
Oh, my gosh.
Hilariously.
I didn't even talk about trying to get the courtesy car, and my phone was dying, and I had to hold it on this guy's charger as I was typing in my insurance information, and everything's just insane over the last 6 weeks. It's got to slow down at some point.
Yeah.
Hashtag Jub Strong.
You know what this
it'll slow down just in time for your sabbatical.
That's right.
That's right.
You can chill all you want.
Then we'll stop feeling sorry for you and start cursing you.
It's nothing but water skiing.
And then the sabbatical rolls right into Cowboys training camp. I mean, it's just...
It's almost football season, Bob.
Dude, we are so close. So close.
I felt bad for Pat Mahomes last night. He was at the softball game. Kept showing clips of him on my internet, and I was like, oh, Pat, I'm sorry.
Why'd you feel bad?
Well, Pat can't catch a break, you know?
Because his Red Raiders didn't win?
Those poor Red Raiders.
It's a tough one.
Okay, so, Georgie, we wanted to do this last week at Jub Jam, but I think you're still sound checking. Y'all haven't played yet.
I'm sorry. I know. I goofed that up. That should have been a sign of what was going to go wrong backstage that night. Oh, my gosh.
It's all good. It's all good. So, last week, we had a friend that came in town for a little bit, and we were talking about a buddy of mine that I went to college with, and his kids are a little bit younger than mine. He had late-in-life kids like Dave. And Dave will experience this very soon, and that is the reintroduction of cartoons in your world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not already here, it's coming really quickly because he's at that perfect, really sweet spot age of almost 3, where, boy, you got from 3 until like 10, where it is nothing but cartoons and cartoon movies, and I love it.
Yes. I mean, we've gotten into Pixar, but he also really enjoys a good nature documentary, so we have that going for us.
He's a little bit ahead of his time. And, George, I know with your boys, you were the same way I was with my boys, where I loved every second of cartoon time with the kids.
Me too. And, man, I hit the sweet spot with my youngest of SpongeBob.
Yes, you did.
I want to say I told you guys up at the station about SpongeBob.
Yeah, you did.
Because I said, man, this is the greatest cartoon since Bugs Bunny. And, some of the animated movies like Over the Hedge. Man, there's some great ones. All the Minion movies are hilarious.
They're great. They're fun, funny. They appeal to adults. They appeal to kids.
Yeah.
And they'll tug at your heartstrings. I'm sure that the new Toy Story is going to be that way coming up.
Oh, yeah.
But we started talking about Hanna-Barbera. And me and my buddy did. And we started laughing at some of the theme songs and laughing at how ridiculous they all were and the shows and how we just couldn't get enough of them. And so I went on YouTube and started listening to and watching some of the theme songs to the old Hanna-Barbera shows.
Okay.
And, dude, Hanna-Barbera made about 60 TV shows, cartoon TV shows, from mid-50s through the 80s. And I guess they're still going on. I'm sure there's Hanna-Barbera productions going on right now, but
they didn't have a real high bar for the concept.
No.
Yeah.
Are they
I don't think they're still producing content, but, okay, we go round and round on this all the time. And me and Gordon, believe it or not, we go round and round on the topic. And he just says, Warner Brothers blew him away. And all I'm saying is, Bugs is the all-time greatest. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But the depth of the Hanna-Barbera catalog is unbelievable. I think they had, and some of these you can't show anymore because Babalooey probably wouldn't fly now, but Quick Draw McGraw, a.k.a. El Kabong, is flippin' hilarious. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. No.
By the way, Hanna-Barbera was absorbed into Warner Brothers in 2001.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's relatively new.
That's just in.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so George.
Where you at on Hong Kong Phooey?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Great theme
you know what?
song. All of it's
okay,
great.
so you might before we test Jub, you mentioned Hong Kong Phooey. Play the clip that I have. It's a 30-second clip of the back half of the theme song.
Okay.
And this is what drew me into Hong Kong Phooey. And the part where he's like, well, you'll hear it here.
When the going gets rough, he's stupid up with the Hong Kong Phooey chop. Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. Tick-a-chong, tick-a-chong, tick-a-chaka, tick-a-chong, tick-a-wah-da-da, and the bow-wow-wow.
All right. That chippy-chong, chippy-chong, chippy-chicka-chicka-chong, chippa-bow-wow-wow.
Tick-a-chong, tick-a-chong, tick-a-chaka, tick-a-chong, tick-a-wah-da-da, and the bow-wow-wow.
Every day as a little kid,
Boy,
I am
just gibberish.
jumping up and down at the TV screaming that line.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
Great.
I know.
It is. Yeah, that was solid. Hong Kong Phooey was solid entertainment.
Okay, so let's test Jub on his knowledge of Hanna-Barbera.
Is this Name That Tune?
This is Name That Tune, and we will start with this classic. No words, which makes it way harder.
Snagglepuss's song.
That is Snagglepuss's song.
Yes.
Whoa, 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 even.
Yes.
Man, where was Snagglepuss at the Campound this year?
I don't know.
Oh, man, I know. Ernie, I can't believe we have to do games with Snagglepuss. Shut up, Charles. I know what I'm talking about, even.
I thought maybe you wouldn't remember it because it didn't have any words in it, but that's really impressive.
Yeah, it all came back to me there. God,
all right.
I love Snagglepuss.
Number 2.
He's got tricks up his sleeve. Most bad guys won't believe. A bulletproof coat, a cannon hat, machine gun cane willow. 5, 4, and 5, his disguise takes him many places. He's just of many faces. Who's that?
Ugh.
Who's that?
Botan.
Who's that? Secret Squirrel.
Oh, yeah. Secret Squirrel, and he wore the same hat as the Shriners do.
Yeah, he did. I didn't really
like a red fez?
I didn't really understand Secret Squirrel, but because I remember watching it as a kid. Because did he have like a lot of props that he would pull out of his squirrel pants?
Yeah, it was kind of the Get Smart. It was the animated Get Smart kind of.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. He had all sorts of gadgets, and then Inspector Gadget came later, but yeah, that was his bit.
And that was in the 60s, right?
Named something.
Was it a racist sidekick?
Yeah.
I think it may have been.
Hanna-Barbera had a lot of international sidekicks.
Morocco Mole.
Yes, Morocco Mole.
Tell me more about him.
Squirrel.
Morocco Mole. And didn't he talk like this? Secret Squirrel. Okay, this is one of the more serious Hanna-Barbera shows, which I didn't like, but boy, this was popular.
So much happening.
So much violence. All right, does any of that ring a bell, George?
Was that the? It rings a bell. Was that the? Like the adventure guy named Johnny Quest or something?
Yes, Johnny Quest.
This is incredible.
Yes.
I didn't like that one either. No jokes.
No.
Yeah, that was
animals.
like the serious one.
I didn't
no
understand.
International sidekick. Yeah, I was kind of out on that one.
It was weird. Like it was
no international sidekick.
It was really weird, and I still don't know what they were.
Yeah, they were saving the world from somebody.
Johnny Quest did have an international sidekick. They had Haji.
Oh, he did?
Oh, that's right, Haji. And he wore the turban.
I didn't watch it much.
He did. A little Haji.
Little Haji.
I think some of the older guys that were in my fraternity in college called me Haji.
Including the guy that poured the pitcher of beer over your head?
Along with Chaka and other creature-like things. Okay, see if you. I'll do one more of not serious, but this was definitely.
So Haji Singh is a streetwise 11-year-old Kolkata orphan who becomes the adopted son of Dr. Benton Quest.
Okay, what does that remind you of? That reminds Short Round, yes, from Indiana Jones. That's had to be the inspirato for that. Okay,
and the kick is good by Haji Singh.
He is rarely depicted without his bejeweled turban.
This is, I know. This was when I was a kid, and even though George were separated by just a couple of years, I'm wondering if this caught your fancy.
Okay. Have me stumped here. This sounds like some James Bond-like show.
So, I figure this may have skipped you because this was big when we were all kids, and it was Danger Island.
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
And it was part of the Banana Splits.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now. But I mean... if it's not a talking horse or a gorilla that's for sale, I'm pretty much out on it.
I know. It was, again, that was in the serious part of Hanna-Barbera. Okay, let's go back to the wacky part of it.
Okay. Catch that pigeon.
Stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon.
Oh, stop that pigeon.
Stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon, stop the pigeon. Ow! Damn him, jam him, tan him, grab him, stop that pigeon now!
What a maddening show that was.
What was it?
It was Stop That Pigeon.
Well, it was, but it was called Dastardly and Muttley.
Oh, okay. Muttley, the...
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, they weren't all in the biplanes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, with the old guy.
Yeah, they were trying to catch Yankee Doodle Pigeon, a carrier pigeon who carries secret messages.
Yeah,
all right.
Show, that was not that great, but I would sit through it hoping that Quick Draw McGraw would be next.
I know, and you did nail Stop That Pigeon before they started singing it, so technically, yes.
Yeah,
I just figured that was the name of the show. Okay.
Dastardly and Muttley and also Penelope Pitstop were all introduced in Wacky Races.
Yes.
There was the precursor.
Yeah, and Penelope Pitstop would go in your top 5 of animated babes.
Okay, so they were flying aces, and they were trying to keep the messenger pigeon from delivering top secret messages to the opposing army. So in a way, they're saving freedom.
Oh yeah, mankind, really.
Yeah, boy, I'm looking at Penelope Pitstop right now, and she was a piece.
Yeah, not bad, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Not bad.
Hey, baby.
I wonder if she aged well.
That blonde hair peeking out of that flight cap.
Okay, so this show kind of got my pants moving in that direction too, but I never admitted that I liked it because it wasn't cool to be a boy and like this show.
Long tails and ears perhaps, guitars and sharps and flaps, neat, sweet, a groovy song, you're invited, come along. Hurry, hurry, see your pleasure, or maybe fancy.
that's Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes, Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah. Some of them were pretty hot, too.
I know.
Oh, my
See,
God.
that. I think my parents are like, you need to back away from the TV, kiddo.
Didn't they do a 90s live-action reboot of that?
I feel like they may have, yeah.
Don't make us get the hose.
I'm stuck to the TV.
Take the hose to Corby.
Okay, and then I have one more question concerning all of this. Oh, we're late as balls.
So late.
Oh, no.
Just, hey, play that last one with Lippy and Hardy.
Here comes Lippy and Hardy. Come on, follow, Lippy the lion and Hardy har har.
Okay, so Lippy the Lion and Hardy har har. Did you
Yeah.
guys used to say Hardy har har when you were kids? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that the
Yeah.
origin of it?
Is that it?
Or did they name it after
Or is that-
the phrase?
I don't know.
I think that came before the cartoon. Like that's a phrase from like the 30s, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Hardy har har.
Real fast one you got there.
Well, all the smart aleck kids of Hardy har har.
Yeah, usually if like someone pulled the chair out and you fell on the floor, you'd get up and like Hardy har har.
All right, George, we got to go.
Man.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Thanks for
nailed
taking
it.
us down memory lane.
You nailed it. Good
Love you,
stuff.
George.
Have a good weekend,
See
buddy.
you, boys. Love you.
We'll see you. Go
Take care of your
football.
buns.
George Dunham.
Oh no.
Patreon.com/sportsgreek.
Here's Dave.
Thank you. And as I told you, it's a big one, and it starts tonight just up the road a piece at Choctaw Casino and Resort with Zach Top.
Man,
this is the
this
second
guy's
of two
huge.
nights.
He's huge.
Yeah, he was there last night and tonight as well.
So that's probably a really big get for them.
Yeah.
Zach Top?
Top. Like ZZ Top, but Zach
yeah.
Top.
Not the right tackle of the Packers.
No, it's not.
Also tonight at the Barley House, Hard Nights Day. At the Village, the Village Apartments, Young Gravy.
No way.
Man.
Is he Young Gravy?
I mean, I guess out at the pool, right? So I guess they're booking stuff now at the Village. Maybe Mino can go and pick up some chicks.
That's all he does.
At the Echo Lounge, Flawed Mangoes. At the Cambridge Room, Graham. At Club Dada, Wunderbar.
What is it? With a V?
Yeah.
Wunderbar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has like 7 million plays. So that's Wunderbar. At Trees, Amanda Perez.
Kinda
at
rocks.
the Bomb Factory, Red.
Yeah. That's Red. At Deep Ellum Art Company, Bleach. At Silo, Benny Benassi. At AM/FM, White Denim, featuring Gino Petrali's kid.
They were on the cusps of being so big like 20 years ago, I feel like.
Yeah. Now they're just an indie band. I mean, they always kind of were, but yeah, you were right. They were almost a big-time thing. At the Majestic Ham, the Rush Tribute Project. Are you going?
Why would I do that when I could go like in 2 weeks to the Real Deal?
You have a point there. At the Kessler, Melissa Carper. At Toyota Music Factory, with support from Newfound Glory, Plain White Tees, and more, Yellow Card.
God, such butt rock from what, like 05?
Yeah, early aughts. At Legacy Hall, La Freak. At the Texas Music Revolution in McKinney, Wade Bowen and many, many more.
Vague.
At Billy Bob's, Jake Owen.
He's a regular over there.
Got down a back road, I got a flag. On the front porch, I got a dog named Waylon. I got a driveway that needs paving. I got a boat with a 2-stroke, a couple guaranteed to make you laugh jokes. I got friends in low places. Yeah, life is what you make it. I might not end up in the hall.
Yeah, man, that's me. He's talking about me. That's my life. Saturday at...
It's weird because I'm trying to predict lyrics, and it makes the song so intoxicating. Like, I want to hear more.
Yeah. Where is he going to go next?
Yeah. I mean, does his dog name Waylon? I bet it is.
So tomorrow, we're on to tomorrow. At Three Links, Lovesick Drug. At Sons of Herman Hall, Dale Watson and his Lone Stars. At Longhorn Ballroom tomorrow night, Mark Rebier.
Girls Club, you're not allowed, Gary.
Why? I just want to be there.
It's a girls club, Gary. What's the password?
Fidelio?
No!
Does he play bigger venues than that?
He plays festivals.
Yeah. He's
Saw him at Red Rocks.
Classic festival guy.
Bingo.
There aren't a bunch of people having sex in there?
No, well,
Red Rocks is bingo?
Yeah.
none of
From
your
Ham?
concern.
Friends of the show.
A bunch of people having sex in there?
He'll eventually start cussing, so we got to move on. At Silo, Chase and Status. At AM/FM, The Black Queen. At Texas Trust CU Theater, Donovan, Martin Lawrence.
Oh, my God. Surely he's going.
He's got to. I don't think he'll be playing the Martin
not gonna
theme.
play Martin?
He's doing stand-up. At Legacy Hall, Liqueur. Saturday at the Texas Music Revolution in McKinney, featuring support from the O's, the Bird Dogs, and many, many more. Shane Smith and the Saints.
Oh, boy.
At Tannehill's Tavern, Hayes Carl. At Billy Bob's, Dexter and the Moonrocks. And
What? Wait, where? When?
Saturday at Billy Bob's, Dexter and the Moonrocks.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, my God.
All right. Are you going to have to make that happen?
I'm going to have to take my wife, yeah.
My wife.
Oh, that's her favorite new band, right?
Yes.
Are they opened up for who?
The band that we saw. Oh, My Morning Jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and at Dickey's tomorrow night, Nick Bargatze.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
One night?
One night only.
It's a hot ticket.
Sunday at the House of Blues, Corbin Besson.
See that girl? There's just something about her. I just love the way she's strutting like a wish, oh, that California cut a damn cake. That girl right there. She's a extra, she looking like she landed from space. Damn, babe. And tonight, she got me wrapped around her finger so tight. This looks really
He's got some K-pop girl that comes in, but we won't get there. At Three Links, Brendan Lane. At It'll Do, a DJ set from Chromeo. At Toyota Music Factory on Sunday, Califanes. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Is it Mex?
Yeah. Well, it's like Indie Mex.
Indie Mex?
They've been around for like 30 years. So there's that. And at Love and Warren, Texas on Sunday, the Ticket's own Jack Ingram.
Oh!
Monday at the Echo Lounge, French, Montana. At Three Links, Judge Roy Scream. At the Southside Ballroom, Whale and Smino. At the Texas Trust CU Theater, Monday and Tuesday, The Rose.
What is this?
K-pop, bro.
Gay.
They're always so in love. They're all of them. There's always like 8 of them, and they're always so in love.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Monday at Dickey's, big week at Dickey's, Mumford and Sons.
Uh-oh, are you going?
Going.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, big
Is
doings.
this like your 10th Mumford show this year?
It definitely is not. But
Are you going to bring your jug or your washboard?
They're pretty solid.
No, I've seen them twice, I believe. But
I've enjoyed it when they weren't drunk.
You do have to show
They
up.
played one time and they were a little
Too hammered?
Too hammered to play, but the other times they've been good.
When you saw them, the last time you saw them, did they play electric? Like I saw the electric show.
I think so.
It was really good. I like them better that way than I do acoustic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tuesday at Granada, Wolf Mother.
Ooh. That's a rock and roll band right there.
I think this is the 20th anniversary of this record. That's how old we're getting. This Wolf Mother's 20 years old.
You are.
At Trees on Tuesday, Voodoo Glow Skulls. At Club Dada, the Altons, not the Waltons, but the Altons.
Okay.
At Southside Ballroom, it's a Canadian fest with Broken Social Scene, Stars, and Metric.
Ooh, I used to love Metric.
Metric is good. I've seen them, and
I've seen her multiple
her
times.
legs last all day.
She's great, man. Great front person. You know this song, Bob?
I feel like I do.
So, are they headlining?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
At Southside Ballroom with Broken Social Scene and Stars. Both of those bands are also Canadian and also good. At Toyota Music Factory on Tuesday, Madison Beer.
Wait, who's her boyfriend?
Is that Justin Herbert?
Yes. Justin Herbert.
Will he be there?
Dude, did you see the John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh quote? When he was like, I can't be at something, I got to go meet Madison, and Jim's like, can I drive you?
She fine, man.
She beautiful.
I just don't even, just can't even.
All you have to be is like a top 12 quarterback in the NFL.
That's all. Wednesday at Club Dada. Wednesday and Thursday, Vacations. At AM/FM, The Finn. Thursday at the Echo Lounge, Big Crit. At AM/FM, Struggle Jennings. At the Kessler, Stuart Copeland of the Police.
What does he do?
Is he just going to drum? Just him by himself? And if you're a P1 and you go and you run into Stuart Copeland, ask him if he remembers me being in his opera.
Probably not.
You remember that story?
I do, yes.
I was an extra in Holy Blood Crescent Moon, a Fort Worth opera production that Stuart Copeland wrote the music for.
Dang.
Because my roommate was a voice major. He was in the chorus, and he got me a gig as an extra.
That's some cred
that
right
was
there.
Dave's path to Hollywood.
Yeah, it stalled out there. But I got his autograph.
Still time.
Somewhere. At Tannehill's Tavern, Between the Buried and Me.
Going. You're going, Ham?
Yes, I've seen them about 14 times now.
Would Swager like it?
She would. They play every genre. Last time they rolled through, DJ and Lando came with me.
At Tulips, Girl Named Tom. And at Dickey's, told you it was a big week at Dickey's, Luke Bryan.
Oh, boy.
This is his hot new single. This is called Country and She Knows It. He's talking about a hot girl.
Well, this may make it into fun with country music.
Denim cut so high you could see the pockets, flannel tied up, mossy old cat. Cold beer
Mossy old cat.
Peel the label off it. It takes a dirt road to make a girl like that. She's certified. County line. She country and she knows it.
Yeah.
Everybody in here does too.
He's talking about me. This song's about me. This is about my life.
And at the Reconsider Lounge, a Milli Vanilli cover band.
That's me.
Comprised of Steelers fans needing a new stadium after it was blown up. Blame it on the Bane.
Okay. Now we're talking.
A Milli Vanilli tribute featuring Corby's confused wife when he shows her he can locate bison by putting his ear to the ground. Girl, you know I'm Sue. Ooh, 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 I love you. And a Richard Marx tribute fronted by Deddy, always showing up at remotes and showing you pictures on his phone. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll be right there whipping on you.
Oh, it's okay, Daddy. We love the photos.
Anytime you can work Richard Marx into the Reconsider Lounge,
I'm
you won.
Sue. All right, $6.50 on the ticket.